to deal with good times and bad?
It's been hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a sentimental guy, so like everything is. I think it's hard, but like that's baseball. Sometimes you're gonna have bad days, and sometimes you're gonna have good. So the important thing about that, I think, is just learn about everything, like about the bad days and about the good days.
When you are trying to establish your breaking ball as a part of what you do, how hard is it to trust that when you know you have 100?
Not too much. Like right now, I feel pretty good with all my stuff. Just like sometimes happens, like sometimes you left a hanging slider, but like right now I feel confident. I'm just trying to be confident in all my pitches and try to execute everything I can.
Daniel, are you surprised when hitters can hit 101, 102 miles an hour? It seems almost impossible to fans or media people, but is it hard for you to understand how they hit that?
I mean, sometimes, yeah, like sometimes we make great pitches and it's just they make great swings too. It's like they get paid for that. Like they are here for that. They have a bag to do that. So just respect to all the hitters and like I said, just trying to do my best work.
The confidence that counsel and the coaches have in you, how important is that to your success?
Really good, like I say in spring training, I'm here to hold the team and just want to say thank you to all the coaches and the manager to put that confidence in me. Like right now, just like I said, just trying to do my job.
When you do have success, do you treat it the same way when you don't have success? In other words, how do you stay even?
Yeah. I mean, like I said before, we learn more about the bad days than the good ones, So I'm just trying to be like being in the middle and do everything I can.
What pitcher or pitchers in the bullpen help keep you loose, keep you smiling, keep you positive?
Oh, I will say Pomeranz. He's a great guy. Like he always making jokes. He always give me advice too. And Brace, they are great teammates. Like, but I think everybody in the bullpen is like connected. Like we feel everything has family. Like Kaler, Tilbar. Like we always be talking. The new guys, Kires, Roche. I mean, I think all the guys are awesome. So I think it's just a great family.
Daniel, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now back to you, Dustin.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Daniel. The Cubs strongly encourage the use of all public transportation, especially CTA buses and trains. When traveling to Wrigley Field for all the games, the Cubs offer a free bike valet service located by the Addison Red Line station. For details, visit cubs.com/transportation. The Manager Show with Craig Counsell. That's next right here on 670 The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Great Cubs guests all season long. Rahimi and Harris, middays 10 a.m. to 2 on The Score.
Hit a home run with a career as a union roofer and waterproofer, offering advanced skills training, great pay and benefits. Earn while you learn on the job with their apprenticeship program. Training skilled craftsmen for the roofing and waterproofing industry, serving Chicagoland, Northern Illinois, and Southern Wisconsin. Apply today at ChicagoRoofers.org.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spread, totals, player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Here's a club you want to get into. Club Citgo, the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons. Only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99. And we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale. Now at AutoZone until September 22nd.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
BC Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. The Cubs Radio pregame show driven to you by your Chicagoland, Northwest Indiana, Buick, and GMC dealers. We've got Cubs and Nationals right here at the friendly confines in just a matter of moments. But it's time now for Craig Counsell's Manager Show, and it's sponsored by the Village of New Lenox, leading the way in residential and economic development.
It went pretty good. I think we definitely had improvement today. He's obviously not in the lineup today. And we're just going to kind of treat it as day to day and see where that gets us.
With it being day to day, what's like just as it continues and lingers, the concern level and how you want to manage it between an IL stint and not?
Yeah, I mean, I think, that's how you manage it. That's what we're dealing with is we think we have time to let this heal without putting him on the injured list. We think he'll be ready before what an injured list would cost him. And we also, with having the extra player in September, feel like we're not playing short, really. So don't feel like from a roster perspective we're in, it hurts us at all. So I think you put all those factors in and, we're still going to be conservative with it. Because today felt like we saw improvement today, we think it's worth just basically taking a day-to-day track with this.
So yesterday, you're hopeful that you can get back in there before the end of the weekend. Is that still in play for tomorrow? Or is that kind of...
Yeah, I think available, yes, is possible. In the lineup, probably not.
That's Craig Counsell right here on 670 The Score, the Manager Show. So no Kyle Tucker today, probably not tomorrow either, but maybe available, will not be in the lineup today or tomorrow. The Cubs 81-60 overall, 5.5 back of the Brewers for the top spot in the National League Central. They are 5 up in the wild card race. During the National Series, the 50-50 raffle will feature a guarantee of a $50,000 jackpot. Fans in Illinois can purchase tickets at cubs.com/raffle or from a raffle ambassador here at Wrigley Field through the 8th inning of each game now through the end of tomorrow's game. The baseball scoreboard, that's next right here on the 670 The Score Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Craig Counsell. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Ron Coomer here for TimberTech Decks. I've owned TimberTech Decks for many, many years. It still looks brand new, season after season, party after party. The summer months, outdoors is where we like to enjoy having company, and the TimberTech Decks have been incredible. The #1 premium composite decking brand. It looks like natural wood, but without all the costly maintenance that goes into it, you do not have to do that with TimberTech. Order free samples at timbertech.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zycam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zycam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zycam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zycam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zycam.com.
The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer everyone should have. It eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
And the rockets spread glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
The great Wayne Messmer right here at Wrigley Field with the national anthem, sponsored by Patriot Pavement Maintenance. Simplify pavement maintenance for industrial, commercial, and educational clients. This is the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network on 670 The Score. And we've got the couple games in progress right now. Yankees 2, Jays nothing in the top of the fourth. Later on tonight, Brewers at the Pirates, Padres at the Rockies. Who's hot and who are you banking on? Well, who you're banking on, it's sponsored by Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. I am banking on PCA. Had a nice game yesterday. Hopefully, he'll have a couple of guys on base. He's batting from the clean-off spot today. The Cubs, 81-60, 5.5 back of the Brewers, 5 up in the wild card race. The pitching matchup, sponsored by Ziegler, Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience at Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. We've got Matthew Boyd. We've got Brad Lord. Boyd, of course, the all-star for the Cubs. He's 12-7 with a 2.94 ERA. And Around Baseball was sponsored by Great Clips. It's going to be great. Well, folks, Cubs baseball is right around the corner. We've got Zach. We've got Ron. We've got Cubs. We've got Nats. And that's next right here on the Southwest Airlines 670 The Score Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here with Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and All-Star Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
Is your business's pavement showing signs of wear and tear? Patriot Pavement Maintenance specializes in simplifying pavement maintenance and construction for industrial, commercial, and educational clients throughout Illinois. Based in Wheeling with over 30 years of experience, they provide asphalt paving, seal coating, concrete repair, and non-toxic solutions to protect and enhance your surfaces. Call 847-813-9034 or visit patriotpavement.net for a proposal. Patriot Pavement Maintenance. Pavement maintenance and construction made simple. patriotpavement.net.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward plate, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Dear Autumn, fall into great value in a new Toyota, like the tough-as-nails Tacoma, the sleek all-hybrid Camry, or the versatile RAV4. Find yours today. Toyota, let's go places.
Cubs fans, Pat Hughes here. Join Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman, and me for every Cubs game on 670 The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
He drives one in the air, deep left center. Back goes Cruz. It's got a chance. Gone. Home run, Dansby Swanson. High fly ball, deep right field. This ball's got a chance. It is gone for a home run.
And if you live in the Chicago area, also on the free Odyssey app.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
And now, Odyssey and 670 The Score bring you Chicago Cubs baseball on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Chicago, this is Ian Happ.
Base hit into right. Cubs win the ball game. Ian Happ, a game-winning single.
It's Pete Crow Armstrong.
Gone! 3-run homer, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Hey, it's Kyle Tucker.
Kyle drives one in the air to right field. That ball is gone. It's a 3-run homer.
Yeah, this is what you came here for. You got the Cubs game on the score.
Chicago Cubs baseball is presented to you in part by Biddy's Beverage Depot, Nissan, Benjamin Moore, Hefty Trash Bags, Laturo Tire, James Hardy Building Products, AARP, Sea Glass Wine, Volvo, Sloan, Xfinity, It's Not a Game, Illinois.com, your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. And now here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes, and All-Star Ron Coomer with all the exciting play-by-play action of Chicago Cubs baseball.
Cubs looking to keep their winning ways going. It's game 2 of their 3-game set with the Washington Nationals. Hi, everyone. A pleasant good afternoon to you from beautiful Wrigley Field. Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman in for Pat today. The Cubs have won 3 of 4 to begin the homestand, including an 11-5 victory over the Nationals yesterday. This afternoon, they've got the all-star left-hander Matthew Boyd on the mound, while Washington goes with rookie right-hander Brad Lord. Let's get right to the starting lineup, sponsored by Verizon, the most reliable 5G in Chicago. For interim manager Miguel Cairo's Nationals, a record of 56-84, last place in the National League East. C.J. Abrams is the leadoff man, and he plays shortstop. The designated hitter is James Wood. Jorge Alfaro is the catcher. The Nationals cleanup man is first baseman Josh Bell. In left field, it's Dalen Lyle. The right fielder is Dylan Cruz. Nasim Nunez is the second baseman, and he bats 7th. The third baseman, Brady House. And in center field, batting 9th, Jacob Young, with rookie right-hander Brad Lord on the hill. Meantime, for Craig Counsell's Cubs, a record of 81-60, second place in the National League East, 5.5 back of first place Milwaukee, but the Cubs, the top wildcard team in the National League. Michael Busch, the leadoff man at first. The left fielder is red-hot Ian Happ, riding a 9-game hitting streak. Seiya Suzuki is the designated hitter. Pete Crow Armstrong, the cleanup man in center field. Nico Horner is at second. The catcher, Carson Kelly, batting 7th, playing right field for the second consecutive game. It's Willie Castro. Dansby Swanson at shortstop. Matt Shaw is the third baseman today, and he bats 9th with all-star left-hander Matthew Boyd on the mound. Cubs, Nationals. First pitch next on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Ian Happ. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through October 31st, 2025.
Straight Talk presents the math of more. Here's how it works. When you say yes to more with Straight Talk, you're left with more for all the other good stuff. So getting an unlimited plan starting at just $25 a month equals more savings for your family's weekend adventures. And with a network covered by Verizon, you can share more from wherever you go. It's simple math, really. More equals more with Straight Talk. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. The $25 plan requires a compatible unlocked device and a new line of service. Additional terms apply.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
Car accident? Call D&W right now. Slip and fall? Call D&W right now. Any accident at all? Call D&W Law right now. Don't hesitate. Call the 8s, 312-888-8888.
It's game time. Time to crack open a Yingling. After 196 years, the wait is over. Yingling is finally available here in Illinois. Look for it at your favorite bar or store. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. Hall of Fame weekend. Today is Derek Lee Day at the Friendly Confines. We're going to have a packed house. Cubs are on somewhat of a roll. Had a big night last night. Bombs away last night. Wind Z blowing out again here at Wrigley.
Out to right with left-hander C.J. Abrams about to step in against the all-star left-hander Matthew Boyd, who's 12-7 with a 2.94 ERA in 27 starts. Abrams on the year hitting at .265 with 17 home runs and 53 RBIs. First pitch on the way. Abrams swings, lines one deep right center field. Castro giving chase, and this one bangs off the wall. Abrams on his way to second base gets there standing up. A double to begin the ball game for C.J. Abrams and the Nationals.
Now first pitch, two-seam fastball down and in. And Abrams puts a good swing on this pitch down and in. That's kind of the sweet spot for left-handed hitters. And he one-hops the 368 mark and ends up with a leadoff double.
So the Nationals in immediate scoring position with the speedy Abrams at second base. It'll bring up the designated hitter James Wood hitting at .256 with 27 home runs. An all-star earlier this year. The pitch. Line drive smoked to the left for a base hit. Abrams stops at third, and the Nationals in business. Men at the corners with no one out, and Jorge Alfaro due up.
Well, the Nationals got their hitting shoes on, the first two guys, and, Boyd has thrown a couple pitches in the middle of the plate, and he's paid the price for him. Line drive off the ivy and right, and now a bullet the other way. That's a really nice piece of hitting by Wood, who is a great big guy. What is he, 6'6", 6'7"? But he hit a bullet to left, so right away, Boyd in a little bit of trouble.
Now Alfaro digs in. Right-handed hitting catcher, open stance, a little bit of bend at the knees. Here's the pitch. He loops one over a leaping Horner to right center field for a base hit. And the Nationals strike first as Abrams scores. It's 1-0 Washington here in the first, stopping at second base, Wood.
I'd throw a ball this next pitch. He's thrown nothing but strikes. He's given up 3 hits. And I think if my math is correct, he's thrown 3 pitches, right? Yeah, I would throw a ball here and start the game over. See if we can get a ground ball off the bat of Bell, who is a definite double play candidate.
Switch hitter batting from the right side.
There you go.
He throws one off the outside. Slow moving breaking ball. 1-0 the
Hit
count.
that one. It's a ball. There you go. Now we can start.
1-0 Washington. No one out here in the top of the first. Men at first and second for the Nationals. Boyd looks at second. That's where Wood is. And the pitch. It's up high. 2-0 the count. A changeup that missed.
First inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Boy, the high leg kick and pitch. And Bell pops it up. Shallow right center. Coming in, Castro calling off Crow Armstrong, and Castro makes the catch. That's the first out of the ball game. Finally, after 3 consecutive hits and a run for the Nationals, 1 away here in the first.
Key is just throwing a ball, right? Threw a ball and got him off that swing at the first pitch and get a base hit thing, and now he can start the ball game. Speed Gun today is powered by Xfinity. Get seriously powerful Wi-Fi. Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming. Boyd will end up throwing somewhere around 95 with that fastball. He's got a very good fastball and good movement.
The batter, Dalen Lyle, a one-hopper off the glove of Horner in the right field. And now the runner, Alfaro, took a wide turn off of second, but I don't think the Cubs saw that he was too far past the bag. The runner at third was held up by Coach Ricky Gutierrez. So Wood stopped there. Alfaro wasn't looking, turned the corner. He was digging for third. But now the Nationals have the bases loaded after the single by Lyle. Just 1 away here in the top of the first, a 1-0 lead, and Dylan Cruz will stand in. Cruz, a right-handed hitter with the lefty Boyd on the mound. Michael Bush, the first baseman, playing wide of first, but in. Everyone else back. And the pitch. In there for a strike. In yesterday's ballgame, the Cubs put up a 5 spot in the first, and Washington off to a fast start here in the first today. Boyd delivers. That one's inside. 1-1 on Cruz. Cloudy, 65 degrees, wind blowing out. The official score says at 11 miles per hour. A long set by Boyd, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Took something off that one. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Good change up by Boyd. He's trying to throw some pitches, see if he can get a ground ball, double play. Cubs are playing in double play depth up the middle. Corners are somewhat in. Shaw playing about a step or two shallower than he normally would. If the ball carries him forward, somewhat to his left, he can go home and get the force out or turn a pair.
Outside to Cruz, 2-2 the count.
That last base hit off Nico's glove. The catcher, Alfaro, he sees the play because it's right in front of him where Nico was at when he was at first. He took off. Wood had to hold, wondering if Nico was going to catch this ball. That's why Wood did not score.
Swing and a miss by Cruz. Strike 3 as Boyd sips a fastball by him. 2 away. Big strikeout.
Good fastball by Boyd. And when the wind is blowing in and Boyd's a left-handed pitcher, he's got to make them accountable to the fastball. He wanted that ball inside. He didn't get it in there, but it was down, and he threw it right past Cruz for the strikeout.
So 2 down, 1-0 Washington here in the top of the first. The Nationals have the bases loaded. Nasim Nunez, the second baseman, at the plate. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. Fastball. Thigh high on the inside edge, 0-1.
For one of the most famous baseball areas in the world, he is from the Bronx. You don't see a lot of guys in the big leagues from the Bronx. At least we haven't lately.
Pitch up high, 1-1 the count.
I know you've spent a little time there, and I know I have.
Yeah, I know. You played in the Bronx.
Yeah. But you don't see a lot of ball players in the big leagues, at least not lately, I should say, from the Bronx.
Yeah, Nunez, an interesting story. As Boyd delivers, Nunez swings, chops one up the middle, backhanded by Horner. The flip to Swanson at second for the force. And Boyd works out of the jam as the Nationals leave the bases loaded. But they do strike first on the RBI single by Alfaro. 1-0 Washington after a half inning on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here with Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and All-Star Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
It's time for Trash Day Nose Yoga with Hefty. Let's transform stinky scenarios with a joyful scent of Fabuloso. Inhale. You forgot to empty your kid's lunchbox. Exhale. A field of lavender. Inhale. Stinky leftovers. Exhale. Watermelon in the summer. That's the power of Hefty Ultra Strong Trash Bags with Fabuloso.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Change is always happening. But no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same. The price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Hey folks, Coom here. Since teaming up with the fine folks at Yuengling Beer, I've heard this question a lot. Ron, how has Yuengling managed to be around for 196 years? Well, it comes down to one thing. They brew great beer. Simple as that. It takes real quality to become the oldest brewery in America, and Yuengling's been doing it right since 1829. Whether it's traditional lager, light lager, Flight by Yuengling, they all have the same commitment to flavor and craftsmanship. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, official beer of the Cubs Radio Network, DG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, PA.
Crush concrete with a Bosch 18-volt Bulldog rotary hammer. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
The Cubs leadoff man is presented by Vinny's Beverage Depot. If Michael Bush gets a hit, Vinny's Beverage Depot will donate $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. If you can't find it at Vinny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Brad Lord deals, and his first pitch is tapped foul at the plate by Bush, 0-1. Washington with a 1-0 lead over the Cubs here in the last of the first. Jorge Alfaro with an RBI single to put the Nats ahead Lord, the right-hander, works his motion inside to Bush, 1-1. So Lord is 25 years old. He's a rookie right-hander, 4-8 with a 4.34 ERA, 43 games, 14 starts. As Lord has the glove in front of the face, whirls and deals. And that pitch misses low and inside, 2-1. What does the video show when you watch Brad Lord?
He's a guy, kind of gives you that three-quarter slinging type delivery. So as soon as you see that, you know his pitches are going to have movement.
That one moved way inside as Bush had to navigate his way out of avoiding
Bush, he had movement too, get his kneecap out of the way of that pitch. But, you know, when you look at Lord, that three-quarter delivery, so you know his fastball is going to run back into the right-hander. He tries to cut it like that last one and get around it to get it in on the left-handed hitter.
Bush swings and fouls it into the glove, 3-2.
But so what happens with a guy like that, then his pitches, other than the fastball, the breaking ball should stay fairly flat, and it sweeps across the zone, and he's got a changeup also. But he is a guy, he's had his struggles a little bit. There are times for him where he just loses command in the strike zone in the middle of the plate and gives up quite a few hits.
Now the payoff pitch. High and outside, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Michael Bush and the Cubs. Here in the bottom of the first inning, walks of Cubs batters are sponsored by It's Not a Game, Illinois.com. Reminder, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over.
I can tell you right now, just in the first at bat with Michael at the plate, Lord kind of telegraphs his changeup, and his body slows down in delivery when he's throwing the change.
Red hot Ian Happ digs in. Here's the pitch. That's a fastball on the outside edge for strike 1. So how quickly, as a hitter, you just noticed it from up here.
They should know that already in the Cubs dugout. I did not get to see that in film earlier. They may know that already going into the ballgame, but he's definitely doing that with the changeup. He's real fluid and pretty quick with that fastball delivery, like the last pitch that just missed the outside corner. Then the changeup, you'll watch his body, and it slows down as the arm starts coming through to deliver the ball.
1-1 the count. Happ riding a 9-game hitting streak. Cubs down 1-0. The pitch, swing and a miss. That was a fastball. 1-2. During Happer's 9-game hitting streak, he's batting .412. That includes a home run in yesterday's 11-5 victory. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Lord. The kick and pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the fastball. 1 away.
Now, Lord's last couple outings have been short ones. You know, he's given up quite a few hits, and you wonder if what we've seen so far is, you know, Jim Hickey is pitching coach, and you got to be more on the attack. And that's what we saw in that last at bat to Ian, a lot of fastballs. 1 on, 1 out.
Seiya Suzuki at the plate and looks at a fastball off the outside for ball 1. Lord was rocked Sunday by Tampa Bay. 7 runs on 5 hits in 3 innings. Before that, rocked by the Yankees. 7 runs, 6 earned on 8 hits in 4 1/3. Righty-righty matchup. The pitch. Seiya bounces one to third. Fielded by House to second for 1. Nunez to first in time. 5-4-3 double play. That ends the first inning. Washington with a 1-0 lead over the Cubs. On the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Dansby Swanson. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Future You is using their rapid rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to present you signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that future you can't use? And since your rapid rewards points don't expire, you can save up for that big trip. Get ready to reward future you with a future flight. Sign up for rapid rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All rapid rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
James Hardy Building Products knows how important your home is. That's why they're rated the #1 brand of siding in North America. Trusted by homeowners on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, they can give your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. They also know how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. That's why James Hardy is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Imagine having your skull detached from your spine to save you from paralysis. When Phil came to Northwestern Memorial Hospital, his spine was digging into his brainstem, but our team developed a plan to rebuild his spine.
Nationally ranked for neurology and neurosurgery by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is pioneering treatments for the toughest conditions. Incredibly, Phil was walking just days after surgery.
As Phil's nurse, I'm proud to be on a team that's changing lives.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Save time every time for a great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
5. Our second inning brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, official partner of the Cubs, bringing the California coast to you wherever you are. Zach?
Great to have the familiar voice of Dustin Rhodes with us throughout today's ball game from the Mully and Haw Show alongside Ron Coomer. Zach Zaidman in for Pat today. Top of the second, Washington a 1-0 lead over the Cubs. Matthew Boyd deals, and Brady House looks at a fastball for a strike on the outside edge. 0-1.
I like the fact that I'm talking to him and it's not like 7:30 in the morning.
Pitch inside 1-1.
Usually we're talking, D, and I'm making coffee trying to get the cobwebs out and get myself ready.
Yeah, you do a good job of that, though.
Boyd misses outside with a changeup. 2-1 the count.
Much better at 1:30. Much better. Yeah. Coffee's fully kicked in for me right now. Yeah.
The 2-1. That misses low, apparently. A changeup. 3-1. Close pitch. Boyd rocks back and deals. House swings a one-hopper off the glove of a sliding Swanson into left. Tried to backhand that, but that took a sharp bite and landed in left field off the glove. Single to begin the second for House and the Nationals.
One-hop bullet at Dansby, and what happens to that ball when a right-hander hooks that ball to shortstop on the line, it has topspin. The ball hits with that topspin on the dirt and then checks up and goes up. Very difficult play to backhand that ball for Dansby.
Jacob Young, the center fielder, looks at a ball outside, a curve that missed. 1-0. Young, the number 9 hitter in the Nationals order. Washington already with 5 hits off of Boyd. That's had 4 hits in the first inning. Throw to first, and they've picked off House. Bush chasing him to second. Now Nico's got the ball, running him back to first, and Boyd will tag him out. 1 away.
Now the Cubs, even their defense was kind of set up thinking they may have a chance of picking him off. Nico moved in. Now Dansby has to play around in the hole. But Nico moves his positioning in towards second base by quite a bit, actually. And what that does is it allows Nico to be the guy that can get into the rundown at second base, opposed to Dansby running way over from the hole. So the Cubs know Boyd has a great move, and the defense kind of plays a little bit to that. And once again, an excellent move by Boyd with a pickoff.
Boyd misses with a fastball. So 2-0 the count now on Young. Boyd kicks and fires. And finally gets a strike.
Yeah, it's first changeup he's thrown kind of, that faded to the outside corner, and that's what's going to get these guys off this fastball here in the early going.
The 2-1. Young hits a high fly ball right center field. Crow Armstrong and Castro giving chase. It's Castro makes the catch right along the edge of the track to the left of the 368 marker. 2 away.
Another ball pretty well hit, and another ball right in the middle of the plate. And I know for Boyd, he's taking a little time standing in behind the mound. And I know he's thinking, I got to get this ball out of the middle of the strike zone. It's right in the middle of the plate. And that's why he's giving up some hard hit balls. That is usually not an issue for him. He usually has great command on the edges of the strike zone.
Here's C.J. Abrams, left-handed hitter. and looks at a ball low and outside, 1-0. Abrams started off the game with a double to right center and ended up scoring a run on a Jorge Alfaro RBI single as Abrams swings and misses at a slider, 1-1.
That's the best pitch he's thrown so far. That slider was right where he wanted it, down and away, hit the outside corner.
Boyd rocks back, high leg kick and pitch. And Abrams looks at a strike fastball.
There we go. Now he's throwing two pitches. He's throwing the slider where he wants and that last fastball. Both same location, down and away, outside corner.
Boyd deals, Abrams swings, and it's a pop fly right behind second base that's caught by Swanson for out number 3. So Boyd to settle down, 1-0 Washington, middle 2 on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network. Plumbing emergency? Plumbers 911 connects you with licensed, highly trained, background-checked contractors for any plumbing issue. Leak detection, water heaters, sump pumps, repiping, and more. Phones are open 24/7 at 1-833-PLUM-911. Plumbers 911, where they do it right the first time.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end September 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Where do the Cubs shop to celebrate a big win? Binny's Beverage Depot. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Hey, baseball fans, now at Verizon, they are knocking it out of the park with low prices. Locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch, and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay, plus taxes and fees. Only on the network you can count on. Slide into your local Chicago Verizon store today.
$20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speed. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply.
FinishingChicago.com for the industry's best drywall finishing, wall covering, glass systems, signage, and painting contractors. Rely on FinishingChicago.com.
Sundays are for the kids on all Sunday afternoon games during the regular season. Up to the first 1,000 kids, 13 and younger, have the opportunity to run the bases post-game at Wrigley Field. Weather permitting. For more information, visit Cubs.com/kids. Zach?
Dustin, thank you. Bottom of the second inning. Washington a 1-0 lead over the Cubs. Brad Lord deals, and Pete Crow-Armstrong swings and misses at a fastball, 0-1.
Did you see the sign on the video board in between innings?
What'd I miss?
Well, there were two girls that had a big sign. Oh, my.
Oh, Armstrong waxed this one foul. This may land
That may
on
land in
Addison.
my apartment in downtown. Jeez. Over the light tower and right, it just kept going. Heads up on the train.
Here's the 0-2. That's up high. There's someone at Rally House at the corner of Addison and Sheffield that's going, where's this ball coming
Landed
from?
in their beer, and they didn't even know who was coming.
Here comes the 1-2 to PCA. Pulled on the ground, foul off to the right. All right, what I missed?
There were two girls. It was their 50th birthday, but I think the sign was to you. The sign said, "We love redheads."
Well,
and I'm like, there you go, Z. That was your deal right there.
The rarest of the human
There you
species,
go.
the redheaded male. Can't blame
I
him.
was
Here
trying to
comes
get
the
your
1-2.
attention. You were pretty locked in.
Pete Crow-Armstrong lines one foul off to the right. You know, when I'm in the booth, it's all business, Kuhn, usually. Unless I'm in the second row and Pat's making me laugh. Yeah,
Come on, let's go. It's a ball game.
Here
Help
comes
him,
the
D, will ya?
1-2. Crow-Armstrong takes the ball up high and outside. 2-2 the count. 1-0 Cubs. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Jorge Alfaro with an RBI single in the first. It's the first time Matthew Boyd has allowed a run in the first inning since June 20th. Here's the 2-2. PCA rips one deep center. Racing back, Young. He looks up. It bangs off the wall. PCA on his way to second base gets there standing up. Nice start to the second inning for Pete Crow Armstrong and the Cubs.
And the fans know he has had his struggles here as of late. You know, his overall numbers are outstanding for a guy, a rookie player and all that, but he's had his struggles as of late, and they know it. And he whistles one off the wall. As this misses being a home run by a couple feet, but fans letting him know how much they appreciate PCA, and that's a leadoff double.
Now Nico Horner stands in. Washington a 1-0 lead. No one out here in the last of the second. Brad Lord deals. Horner shows bunt and bunts it foul behind the plate.
When you're a young guy and you're playing professional baseball and you're going through what Pete has gone through here lately, where the league has kind of made its adjustments to him, and now it's his turn to make the adjustment back. There are days you're like, am I ever going to hit a ball on the barrel of the bat again? It drives you crazy because you can take batting practice and bang the ball all over the place and all great. You get in the game and it's like the barrel's gone. It's either on the hands or on the end of the bat. So it's good to see him whistle one off the wall.
Now the pitch. That's low to Horner. 1-1 strike. Just to illustrate the point that you were making. PCA had the 2 hits yesterday, drove in 2 runs, the double to lead off this second inning. But he's hitting 173 over his last 30 games with just 1 home run. It's a big one, though. Helped him win a game in Anaheim against the Angels. The pitch. Ground ball hit to short, fielded by Abrams. Sidearm toss to first in time to get Horner, but a productive out as PCA moves to third.
Great job by Nico. He knew Lord with that 3-quarter delivery is going to keep running that sinker in on his hands. Nico is good as anybody in baseball at pulling the hands in and inside outing that ball. And he takes this sinker that's about 3 inches off the plate inside and hits it back through the middle to Abrams to allow PCA to get the third. Great at bat by Nico.
So now the Nationals with the infield in. And Crow Armstrong at third. Carson Kelly at the plate, hitting a .256 on the year with 14 home runs. Lord deals, and Kelly looks at a ball low. That was a slider that missed. 1-0 the count.
Now on this at bat, Carson really needs to get the ball up and out over the plate, whether he does or not. With Lord throwing that sinker, they want him to hit the ball to short or third on the ground.
The 1-0. Off the outside, 2-0 as Lord misses with another slider. Kelly's been scuffling at the plate lately, hitting 154 over his last 7 with 1 home run. That home run was a big one, came in the Braves series earlier in the week. Tied up the game. He eventually won it with a walk-off hit. Now the 2-0. Kelly bounces one softly on the left side. Barehanded by the third baseman House. His throw goes to first. It's dug out by Bell. RBI with the ground out for Carson Kelly, and the Cubs tie up the ball game 1-1 with the Nationals here in the second as PCA scores on the play.
Well, at third base with 1 out, Pete's going to go on contact, and then this ball's just chopped right at home plate. Once the ball goes down and up, Pete's going to score easily. It's actually a really nice play at third base by House coming in, barehanding that ball and throwing out Kelly, but Kelly with the RBI ties up the ball game.
Willie Castro digs in, switch hitter batting from the left side, and we've got a pitch clock violation that's been called on the pitcher, Brad Lord. That's a nice way to start an at-bat if you're Castro. So now 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Change up right along the outside edge. 1-1 the count. Whom did you know that pitch clock violations are sponsored here on Cubs Radio?
I did know that.
As Castro bangs one foul off the netting to the left.
Tell us by who?
Yeah, sponsored by Verizon. So a reminder that pitch clock violations are sponsored by Verizon. The way this is worked usually is you won't see a pitch clock violation for a couple of weeks, and then you'll see multiple pitch clock violations in the same game. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 away here in the last of the second. Game tied at 1. Cubs and Nationals. Lord delivers up high. 2-2. Sounded a lot more heavy than I expected. Lord delivers. Just talking about Brad Lord, the rookie right-hander. Here's the kick and pitch. Pop fly, shallow left. Coming in is Lyle fighting the sun. He makes the catch for out number 3. But the Cubs tie up the ball game on the RBI ground out by Carson Kelly. 1-1 Cubs and Nats as we head to the third on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Rahimi and Harris, 10 a.m. to 2 on the Score.
Join Great Lakes Credit Union's mission of banking for a greater good. As a nonprofit financial institution, Great Lakes Credit Union invests in local communities while offering the services of big banks. Learn more at glcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
Future You is using their rapid rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to present you signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that future you can't use? And since your rapid rewards points don't expire, you can save up for that big trip. Get ready to reward future you with a future flight. Sign up for Rapid Rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All Rapid Rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
From the warehouse to the work site, Fitzgerald Equipment keeps Illinois and Wisconsin businesses moving with forklifts, rentals, and expert service. Featuring Heli forklifts built to go the distance. Visit FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Trusted equipment powered by Heli. Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Proud partner of Cubs Radio.
It started with one car 70 years ago when the first Volvo car arrived in the U.S. Since, Volvo has helped redefine safety. From the 3-point safety belt to side impact airbags, a whiplash protection system, and blind spot assist, innovations that have saved millions of lives and made summer memories safer for generations. Celebrate 70 years of safety. Visit your local retailer for the Summer Safely bonus event going on now.
The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer everyone should have. It eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Who's on deck? James Wood on deck. Brought to you by TimberTech. Decking and railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Zach?
Dustin, thank you. 1-1 ball game here in the top of the third as Matthew Boyd deals and misses off the outside with a curveball. 1-0 the count on Wood. 65 degrees, partly cloudy day here at Wrigley Field. Wind blowing out to right as Boyd works his motion. And that pitch misses low and inside. 2-0. The game time temperature sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, your trusted local experts. Now the 2-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Slider. 2-1 now on Wood. Cubs wearing their traditional home white uniforms with the blue pinstripes, the iconic Cubs logo on the front left part of the jersey. The pitch. Low and outside. 3-1 on Wood. Blue numerals and lettering on the back, outlined in red. Blue caps with the red C on the front. As Boyd works his motion and deals. The 3-1 is in there for a strike. Fastball right at the bottom of the zone. Full count with Wood at the plate. The Nationals wearing road gray jerseys and pants. Blue lettering on the front, outlined in red and white. The pitch. Ground ball hit hard to short. Backhanded by Swanson. His throw across in time to get Wood. One away.
Good comeback by Boyd in that at bat, and then throws that high fastball that he's patented through the years at high two-seamer and stays in on Wood enough and just hits sharp ground ball, but right at Dansby.
Here comes Jorge Alfaro, an RBI single in the first. 1-1 game, Cubs and Nationals here in the top of the third with one down. Alfaro swings and lines one into left center field for a base hit. Ball retrieved by Happ. Big turn at first by Alfaro, but they hold him to a single. His second hit of the ball game. The Nationals, I mentioned, with the blue lettering on the front. Got red numerals on the front and back, outlined in white. And they've got navy blue helmets with a curly W on the front and red bills. The uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint to the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Here's Josh Bell, the pitch. He swings and fouls it out of play, off to the right, 0-1. Big hole Coombe on the right side of the infield with Nico up the middle just to the right of the bag and Bush holding on the runner Alfaro at first. The 0-1. In there for a strike. Fastball top of the zone on the inside edge.
Good inside heater by Boyd. That's where he's got a pitch, and Bell's still not getting back in the box. He didn't like that last call. It's a good pitch, though, right at the top of the zone. It's the perfect pitcher's pitch.
Bell flied out to right his first time up. A long set. And here comes the 0-2. Way outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boyd already has 1 pickoff in today's ball game, 9 for the season, which ties the Cubs franchise record set by Charlie Smith back in 1913. The 1-2. A liner that's caught on 1 hop by Boyd to second for 1. Horner to first. In time, double play, and that ends the top half of the 3rd inning. Double plays turned by the Cubs, sponsored by Nissan. Experience the thrill at NissanUSA.com. Middle 3, it's a 1-1 game. Cubs and Nats on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Spiegel and Holmes on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the score.
Enjoy comfort all year. Fireplace and Chimney Authority offers expert chimney cleanings, gas fireplace service, and even grill maintenance. Keep your home safe and ready for any season. Your trusted local experts are at fireplaceandchimneyauthority.com.
Welcome to Old National Bank.
Hi, I was wondering what you could do for my small business.
Tons. Have time to talk?
Not much. We're in a 30-second radio ad.
Oh, I'll get straight to the point then. Our solutions are customized for small businesses. Our services make financial management simple, and our pricing is always transparent.
Outstanding. Wow.
Yeah. So, ever been in an ad before?
Nope. How do I look?
Good. But we're on the radio, remember?
Right. Hi, Mom.
Customized small business banking from Old National Bank. Member FDIC. Get old.
Here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. The super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Download Club Citgo today. Savings could up to 30 gallons. Only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
The folks at Tito's Handmade Vodka have been dog people since day one. Inspired by strays found around the distillery, Tito's has been committed to supporting pets and their people through the Vodka for Dog People program. Tito's amplifies the work of animal-focused nonprofits across the country and beyond, focusing on low-cost spay and neuter services, affordable vet care, and adoptions. Between countless yappy hours, events, and dog-friendly workspaces, there's a reason Tito's is the vodka for dog people.
Distilled and bottled by Fifth Generation Inc. Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Illinois Bone and Joint Institute, a leader in comprehensive orthopedic care. Visit IBJI.com for locations.
158, 72 beautiful degrees here at Wrigley Field. Time and temp. Sponsored by Circus Sports Illinois. Bet like the pros do and download the Circus Sports app today. Zach?
Dustin Rhodes, thank you. Dansby Swanson at the plate. Looks at a ball outside from Brad Lord to begin the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-0 the count. Cubs 1, Nationals 1. The Nats struck first in the first. RBI single by Jorge Alfaro. In the second, Cubs evened it up. An RBI via a ground out by Carson Kelly. So that's where we stand. 1-1 here in the last of the 3rd. As Swanson looks at a fastball at the bottom of the zone for a strike. The next pitch by Lord is fouled back by Swanson. 1-2. Pretty soon we'll be playing the Binny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Coming in live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Swanson swings and misses at a slider. Strike 3, 1 away.
That's that sweeping breaking ball we were talking about. It's, when a pitcher throws from that 3-quarter delivery, his breaking pitch is going to stay somewhat on the same plane, but it's going to sweep across the zone. And that's exactly what he threw. Dansby had good location on him, has just missed the plate wide. Dansby couldn't cover that pitch off the plate.
Matt Shaw digs in. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-0. Lord is 25 years old, 6'3", 210 pounds. Native of Tallahassee, Florida. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Shaw out in front of a slider. Big swing and miss. 1-1 the count. It was an 18th round pick in 2022. And he's here in the big leagues. The 1-1 delivery. Low and outside. 2-1 now on Shaw. Over Lord's last 6 games, a record of 2-3 with a 7+ ERA. And the 2-1 pitch. Shaw pulls it foul off to the left. Into the stands. 2-2.
Teams like to pitch Matty with that 2-seamer in on him. He's got kind of a big move, and we all know that, and he's been working at trying to quiet that down a little bit. So they try to stay in on him with the 2-seam fastball from a righty. He covered it, just hooked it foul.
The 2-2. Called strike 3. Sinking fastball on the outside edge near the bottom of the zone, 2 away. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talk Cubs with us on Spiegel and Holmes, 2 to 6 afternoons on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman in for Pat. Last of the third, Cubs 1, Nationals 1, 2 away. Michael Busch at the plate. Brad Lord's first pitch is low, missed with a changeup, 1-0. Wind continues to blow out to right on this partly cloudy day here at Wrigley Field. Now the 1-0. Busch fouls it back. Should I start the guesses with the Binny's Beverage Depot attendance game?
I think it would be a good time to do that.
All right, I'm going to go 32,500. I think we're going to have a similar crowd to yesterday. A 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
I will say 34,000.
Now the 2-1. That's low and inside. 3-1 with Busch at the plate. Dustin, what's your guess?
How about 34,027?
Oh, the tight squeeze on Coombe today.
Coombe's been winning a lot. I listen to you guys all the time. Coombe's been on a heater.
Busch swings and misses at a changeup. Full count.
Don't get real comfortable in that seat.
Told you, these are competitive games.
Wait till I call Mully and Haw tonight and tell them.
A payoff pitch. Busch swings and misses. And a fastball up high as Lord strikes out the side here in the third. We head to the fourth, 1-1 game. Cubs and Nats on the Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Chicago Cubs memories are made right here with Pat, Ron, and Zach on the Cubs Radio Network.
Experience design you feel in every detail, and technology as innovative as it is effortless with Buick. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR financing on 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners and lessees get $3,000 purchase allowance on Encore GX, $1,000 purchase allowance on Envision, $250 purchase allowance on Envista, and $500 purchase allowance on Enclave. Must be a current owner of a 2011 model year or newer non-GM vehicle, or a current lessee of a 2020 model year or newer non-GM vehicle for at least 30 days prior to new vehicle sale. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 9/30/25.
As the official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sloan has greeted fans with sustainable restroom products at Wrigley Field for 111 years. And now Sloan is excited to introduce new innovation to Cubs fans throughout the concourse with its brand new bottle fillers to provide clean drinking water while reducing plastic waste throughout the friendly confines. Learn more at Sloan.com and go Cubs go! James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is. That's why they're rated the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardie is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardie Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
The Out-of-Town Scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now. Instantly, you'll save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. 1-1 here at Wrigley Field. Yankees 2, Blue Jays 1 in a rain delay in the 6th. Zach?
Thank you very much, Dustin. Dalen Lyle at the plate, and he looks at a fastball at the bottom of the zone from Matthew Boyd for strike 1. The next pitch by Boyd is hit high and deep to right. Castro goes back at the track near the wall. He looks up. This one's in the bleachers. A solo home run for Dalen Lyle. And Washington takes the lead 2-1 over the Cubs here in the top of the fourth.
We talked about today and it being a very good hitter's day, a lot like yesterday. The ball's going to fly here at Wrigley, especially from the 400-foot mark in straightaway center to the right field foul pole. And this is a breaking ball that they want down and away, and it's down and into the left-handed hitter, Lyle, and he hits that ball about 4 rows deep in the bleachers and right.
A 369-foot home run for Lyle. The batter, Dylan Cruz, he swings and pops it foul out of play off to the right. 0-1. Top four, Washington 2, Cubs 1. Lyle having quite a series in yesterday's ball game. He hit a pair of triples and drove in 2 runs. He singled in the first today and just homered to give the Nats the lead as Cruz looks at a fastball low and inside, 1-1.
Talking yesterday with the pitching coach for Washington, who's a longtime friend and pitching coach for the Cubs a while back.
Shot to third, fielded on a high hop by Shaw. Sidearm toss to first in time, 1 away.
But he was talking a lot about some of these young Washington National players, and there is a core group, Wood being one of them. They got some guys there that can play, and, they're hoping that, this new movement that they've got going will have some legs because they do have some good players.
Here's one of them, Nasim Nunez, the second baseman, shows bunt, pulls it back. The pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. Nunez hit a couple of home runs in the last series that the Nationals played against Miami. Here's the 1-0. An awkward swing and miss, 1-1, and a fastball on the outer edge. Those 2 home runs against the Nats. First 2 home runs of Nunez's career. Here's the 1-1. This is up high. 2 balls and a strike. So Nunez mentioned in the first inning, born in the Bronx but grew up in Georgia. Here comes the 2-1. And that one is in the dirt. 3-1 the count.
So he grew up in Georgia?
Yeah, went to high school in Georgia. He's 25 years old. Second round pick of Miami in 2019 as Boyd nips the top of the zone along the outside edge with a changeup for strike 3-2. And then he was a Rule 5 pick by Washington in 2023. Here's the payoff pitch. Nunez fouls it out of play off to the right. They'll do it again. And his first 2 home runs came against the team that drafted him.
Funny how that works out.
You never forget.
No, you don't.
Lefty-righty matchup. Boyd works his motion. The payoff pitch is fouled away out of play. Second deck off to the right. Pete Crow Armstrong in center, shading Nunez, tick to right center. Here's the pitch. A bouncing ball hit on the left side, cut off by Shaw. He whirls and fires a strike to first in time to get the speedy Nunez. Nice play by Shaw, 2 away.
This is not an easy play. This ball's chopped in the hole between short and third. Shaw comes over and makes a nice catch on this ball on an in-between hop. And then you got to spin and turn your back to first. And as you wheel, you got to get ready to throw. And he does. He throws a bullet across the diamond and bushy to get the out.
2 down. Brady House at the plate. And he looks at a slow-moving breaking ball in the zone for a strike. 0-1. The next pitch by Boyd on the way. House swings, and it's a high fly ball. Right center. Playable for Castro, who makes the catch. Out number 3, but the Nationals take the lead on the solo shot by Lyle. 2-1 Nats. Middle 4 on the score. The Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Listen for great Cubs guests all season long on The Score, official radio home of the Cubs.
Hey, welcome to Everything Outdoors. Can I help you find anything?
Hey, yeah. Can you point us to the camping gear?
Sure, aisle 2.
How about fly fishing? Just bought a new Nissan Pathfinder, and we're ready to get back to it.
Aisle 7.
Snowboarding? Our Pathfinder's got intelligent 4x4, and we want to hit the backcountry.
Oh, aisle 18.
And where are the boats?
Back of the store, but are you sure you can do all this?
Oh, yeah. Up to 6,000 pounds towing. We're good to go. Oh, where's the scuba department?
Return to rugged in the 2025 Nissan Pathfinder. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com. Available intelligent 4x4 cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Towing capability varies by configuration. See owner's manual for important safety information. For well-qualified buyers, example 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand finance. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to NMAC credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
From the first pitch to extra innings, Sea Glass is your invitation to relax and recharge. As the official wine partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sea Glass brings the refreshing flavors of California's Central Coast to wherever you are, whether it's in the stands or on the couch. So pour yourself a glass and slide into your coastal state of mind. Look for Sea Glass in the wine aisle at your local retailer. Sea Glass, official wine partner of the Chicago Cubs.
The clearance event is going on now at American Sale. Save up to 70% on pools, patio sets, and more. The clearance event, only at American Sale. Bring the fun home.
Bottom of the fourth inning here at Wrigley Field. It's a 2-1 lead for the Nationals. Ian Happ will dig in against Brad Lord, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Fastball, belt high, 0-1. Dalen Lyle putting Washington ahead in the top half of this fourth inning with a solo shot to right. Now the 0-1 to Happ. That's low and inside. 1-1 the count. During the commercial break here at Wrigley Field, they flashed on the video board. Here's the 1-1 as Happ looks at another ball low. 2-1. Flashed on the video board in left. Derek Lee in one of the suites here at Wrigley Field. He'll be inducted into the Cubs Hall of Fame along with Sammy Sosa tomorrow here at the Friendly Confines. The 2-1. Misses outside. 3-1 the count now. We're playing Loopy Fiasco Superstar with Derek Lee waving to the crowd. Two of the more popular players in recent Cubs memory. Sammy Sosa and Derek Lee. The 3-1 called strike on the outside edge. Full count.
And it's just a great weekend for the Cubs organization. I mean, you know, you started out on Thursday on the off day with the Bricks and Ivy dinner and had both of those guys there.
Happ swings and misses at a fastball.
You know,
strike 3, 1 away.
You raise, you know, over $1 million for the city of Chicago's youth through the Cubs charity. So, you know, between Laura and Tom and Todd Ricketts, just a great event. We both were there. And then you have Derek and Sammy both there, and Demper was emceeing, who was outstanding. And, you know, and now you roll right into the Hall of Fame weekend with these two guys. So, you know, a special weekend here at Wrigley Field for the Cubs and for the fans, too, you know, to have Sammy and Derek back in town. It's just a great weekend.
Says Suzuki at the plate. He looks at a ball off the outside after taking a strike on the outside edge. 1-1 the count with Seiya at the plate. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Powerful right-handed batter against the right-hander Lord, who faces home plate. Now winds and deals, and Suzuki taps it foul behind the plate. 1-2.
Now to make it a great weekend, we just need to win, right?
Yeah.
Just keep winning. That
Cubs
always makes it really good.
Cubs won on Sammy Sosa Day yesterday, right? They hit 4 home runs, which is kind of fitting.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Now the 1-2. Seiya swings and misses. Strike 3. As Lord zipped a fastball by him on the outside edge at 94 miles per hour, 2 away.
Fourth inning sponsored by Wintrust, home of the exclusive Cubs debit card. Member FDIC, EHL lender.
So here's Pete Crow Armstrong. He's got the only hit of the afternoon for the Cubs so far, a double. And then ended up scoring a run in the second. PCA swings, pops it up left side, right in front of the Cubs dugout, giving Chase House, the third baseman. But this one bangs off the roof of the Cubs dugout along the third base line. Our engineer, the maestro, Paul Zarang, may need a new microphone after.
I hope that wasn't someone's glove with the noise that made.
Yeah, no, that had to have been a microphone. This is not my Little League career being revisited here at Wrigley Field today. So 0-1 the count on Crow Armstrong. Lord deals. Bouncing ball foul off to the left. 0-2. By the way, Dustin, did we ever get the maestro's guess in the Vinny's Beverage Depot attendance game?
We did not, but I have it here for you, Zach. 33,922. 33922.
33922. All right, the guesses are in. Good luck, men, in the Vinny's Beverage Depot attendance game.
If I win today, I'm going to play the Powerball, too.
Crow Armstrong takes the ball up high, 1-2. Yeah, I'm guessing if you win that, you won't be here tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
At least not in your present capacity. Here comes the 1-2. A swing and miss, strike three. 96-mile-per-hour fastball. Lord strikes out the side for the second straight inning. We head to the fifth. 2-1 Washington on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Nico Horner. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
When every heartbeat counts, you need a team that leads with expertise. From arrhythmia mapping to advanced cardiac surgery, Loyola Medicine treats some of the region's most complex heart conditions by restoring rhythm and restoring lives. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
This is the run my own business dream. This is the colleges paid for dream. This is the retire early dream. This is Busey, where your dreams and possibilities become moments. Through trusted guidance and expertise, through lifelong relationships. Because we're here to help you achieve the life you've always envisioned. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spread, totals, player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Illinois. TNCs apply. In-app only.
Save 20% on Benjamin Moore Regal Select Interior Paint from August 27th through September 8th. Visit your locally owned Benjamin Moore store. Terms and conditions apply.
Take Cubs baseball with you wherever you go. The Chicagoland area with the Odyssey and iHeartRadio apps. Download the apps and search 670 to score. Top of the fifth here at Wrigley Field. It's a 2-1 lead for Washington. Matthew Boyd on the mound, the number 9 hitter for the Nats. Jacob Young at the plate, right-handed batter. The lefty Boyd delivers. And that one's up high, missed with a fastball, 1-0 the count. It's game 2 of a 3-game set between the Cubs and Nationals. Cubs took the opener yesterday, 11-5. The 1-0. And a line drive hit to right center field, ranging over Pete Crow Armstrong and makes a running catch. Young's retired, 1 away. The first out brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming.
Great jump on that ball by Pete in center field. This is a fastball down and in. And we talked about, earlier today on the pregame show with Dustin that, some of the keys for Boyd is to get in on the right-handed hitter. He was trying to early in that first inning. He was leaving some balls in the middle of the plate, and now he's getting that ball in on the righties and getting a little more soft contact.
C.J. Abrams swings and misses at a slow-moving breaking ball from Boyd, 0-1. The next pitch is waved at and missed again, 0-2. Another slider. Wind blowing out to right, 2-1 Nationals, 1 down here at the top of the fifth. Abrams 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. He's part of that core that you talked about for the Nationals.
Absolutely. Very talented young shortstop.
The pitch. Off the outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abrams, one of the guys the Nats got in the big trade with San Diego for Juan Soto a couple of years back. Now the 1-2 delivery. Just missed outside with a fastball, 2-2. Abrams, 24 years old, native of Georgia. He was the 6th overall pick back in 2019 with the Padres. The 2-2. That hits Abrams. He's hopping around in a little bit of discomfort behind the plate. Throws his bat in the direction of the Nationals' first base dugout and jogs to first.
Yes, inside fastball just gets away from Boyd a little bit and stays well inside. No chance to get out of the way as you're trying to back away from home plate and the ball's running that way. You just kind of, no chance of getting out of the way. That one hit him about waist high, somewhere either in the lower back or the quad area.
Trainer's taking a look. So is interim manager Miguel Cairo.
Cairo laughing at him like, I'm just walking out here, but you're not coming out. I've been hit like that too. You stay in there. Miguel, a really good guy. He's my teammate a couple different times. Great guy. Very happy for him getting an opportunity to manage, even though it was, the situation. We were all friends with Davey Martinez also, who got fired, but that's our game.
Throw the first, and they pick off Abrams. Tag applied by Bush as Abrams tried to dive back into the bag.
Oh, and that now is a franchise record for the Chicago Cubs in pickoffs in a season, as 9 was the number, and Boyd tied it earlier in the game, and now that's number 10. And he gets them by quite a bit, too. Abrams looking at home, thinking the ball was going to be delivered, and you're out.
The pitch to James Wood is a called strike, top of the zone on the inside edge. A changeup at 78 mph. So history on this Hall of Fame weekend at Wrigley Field. The pitch apparently missed outside, 1-1. 10 pickoffs this season for Matthew Boyd. Here's the 1-1. Wood swings and misses. Big cut at a 95-mile-per-hour inside heater.
Oh, that's good gas right in on his hands. And Wood, who's a great big guy, we talked about him earlier, big, long levers. If you can stay in on him, that's usually pretty good.
Boyd misses low, 2-2 the count. Yeah, Wood, 6'7". He's just 22 years old, an all-star this year.
Look at those numbers. 27 bombs and 86 driven in, and this Washington team has had its struggles this year.
Wood swings and misses. Strike 3. Got fooled by a slow-moving change from Boyd, and that ends the top half of the 5th inning. Middle 5. Washington 2, Cubs 1 on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Chicago, this is Kyle Tucker. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Coom here. Let me tell you one of the things I really like about Yuengling. They brew a beer for everyone's taste. From their traditional lager to light lager, flight, golden pilsner, and even a black and tan, there's something for every kind of beer drinker. So whether you're firing up the grill, watching a game, or at the golf course, there's a Yuengling that fits the moment. Take a look at the lineup next time you're out. You might just find a new favorite. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, official beer of the Cubs Radio Network, DG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
You deserve a car that thrills you. And Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. months. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
League leaders are sponsored by American Sail. Bring the fun home. Aaron Judge leads the majors in batting average, hitting at .322 as we begin the bottom of the fifth inning here at Wrigley. Washington a 2-1 lead as Nico Horner looks at a ball off the outside from Brad Lord, who has struck out the side in the last 2 innings. Here's the 1-0. Outside, 2-0 on Nico. What is it with this Brad Lord that the Cubs have to figure out?
He's kind of slinging it up there, and he makes it a little difficult to pick up his pitches at times.
The 2-0. Called strike on the outside edge. A sinking fastball from Lord. 2-1.
I was wondering, you got a lot of commotion over the Cubs dugout, but I think it's a proposal, is what I think it was.
2-1.
Something Redheads. I like the Redheads. You didn't get engaged all of a sudden in between innings, did you see?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I can't imagine doing that at the ballpark. There's too much going on. Here comes the 3-1. Called strike on the inside edge. A fastball, 3-2. Could you?
No.
Yeah.
No. This is work. This is our place of work.
It's fun, but it is work.
Yeah, it is definitely fun.
The pitch misses low and outside, ball 4. So Nico leads off the fifth inning with a walk. This is the first time since the second inning that Lord hasn't struck out the side.
Now you got Nico at first. We'll see what Lord is like with his move to the plate, if he's get a quick move or if he's slow. See if the Cubs try to do something here with Nico at first.
Carson Kelly digs in and looks at a strike. Fastball. Knee high on the inside edge. 0-1. Wind blowing out to right. A lot of cloud cover at the moment here at the friendly confines. Temperature in the mid-60s. The pitch. Kelly pops it up. Behind home plate. Alfaro with the mask on makes the catch. For out number 1 as Kelly pops out. Warner remains at first base. 1 away. It'll bring up Willie Castro.
Little inside curveball to Kelly. And when you try to keep the ball fair and it's inside, sometimes you kind of run out of bat and you just end up hitting it off the end of the bat and popping it straight up. That's exactly what he did. Near miss of him hitting that ball a long way.
So here's Willie Castro, switch hitter batting from the left side. He looks at a strike from Lord. Fastball on the outside edge, 0-2. Castro in there because Kyle Tucker's still out with that calf issue. The 0-2 delivery is swung on, and that's the second strike. Swung on and missed. The scoreboard had strike 3.
Rick really fast with the scoreboard.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the proposal down there, right behind the Cubs dugout. 0-2 the count. See, this is why you have to keep your eye on the field.
You gotta pay attention to everything around Wrigley. You never know.
Here comes the 0-2. That's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nico's at first. 1 down here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-1 Washington.
It's not the friendly confines for nothing,
This place is a lot of things. The 1-2 inside, 2-2. It's a museum.
Yeah.
It's like a baseball cathedral.
It's a federal landmark.
It is a federal landmark. It can serve as a establishment where you can have a lot of fun in different ways. The pitch fouled out of play, second deck off to the left, and now it bounces into the first deck. Someone failed to make the catch on the left side. 2-2 the count on Castro.
Playing Castro a little bit around to pole. Pretty good sized gap in left center field.
The pitch. Castro fists it foul again, this time in the second deck. It rattles around. Someone picked up a souvenir. We were talking about the league leaders. So Aaron Judge, 322, leads in batting average. Cal Raleigh, the home run leader with 51. Kyle Schwarber, the ex-Cub, 119 RBIs to lead the major leagues. And the 2-2 outside. So Castro has worked a full count.
I would assume Nico will be off and running with this pitch. 3-2, 1 out here in the 5th inning. Cubs down by a run. Let's see if Nico takes off so Cubs can generate a little action here with Nico at first.
Lord sets up high. He kicks and fires. Pitch outside. Ball 4. Second walk of the inning by Lord. So Nico now at second base. Castro at first. Walks the Cubs batter. Sponsored by It's Not a Game, Illinois.com. Reminder, a walk is free. A DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. And it'll bring up Dansby Swanson.
Nico is not running on the pitch. I thought he might just to get a little action going on the bases. Did not. The pitch was wide.
Swanson looks at a ball off the outside. A slider that missed. 1-0.
I would guess they're going to try to stay away from Dansby with this in this at bat and see if they can get him to hook a ground ball.
A long set by Lord. Here's the 1-0. Swanson swings and pops it up. Right side, foul territory, giving chase. Bell near the tarp. And this one sails into the stands. 1-1. Swanson hit a 3-run home run in a 5-run first inning for the Cubs yesterday.
Long one, too. That was a bomb way up the bleachers in left center field.
424 feet. Swanson has 3 home runs and 11 RBIs over his last 7 games. Righty-righty matchup. Pickoff play at second. Nico gets back standing up as Nunez, the second baseman, tried to slide in and surprise him. 1-1.
Nico's a second baseman. He knows the tricks.
Two on, one away. Bottom 5, 2-1. The Washington lead. But the Cubs threatening with Dansby Swanson at the plate on a 1-1 count. Lord works on the first base side of the rubber. Nico dancing off the bag. Here's the pitch. Dansby an awkward swing and miss at a slider. 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to Dansby. 2 away. One was a hanger that was inside, right on the inside corner that he fouled off.
Wind blowing out hard to right. Here comes the 1-2. Swanson chops it to third, fielded behind. No, they call a foul ball. Foul ball.
Clint Vondrak down the third base line. It's his call. Is that once the ball passes the third base bag, then it's the third base umpire's call. And this ball's caught by House about a half a step in foul territory. Pretty close. But I think Clint, that's a tough call, too, by the way, by the third base umpire, because the third baseman gets in the line of sight fielding the ball. But I think Clint Vondrak got that call right.
So we do it again. 1-2 the count. Men at first and second for the Cubs. 1 away. Last of the 5th. 2-1 Washington. Swanson waits. Lord looks at second. That's where Nico is. And the pitch. Dansby swings, and it's a pop fly, shallow left coming in. Lyle, he makes the catch. Runners stay where they are at first and second. 2 away.
All breaking balls to Dansby in that at bat. Another slider away. And actually, this one got more of the plate than I thought, but Dansby just a little out in front. He can hook that ball and hit it off the end of the bat.
So here comes Matt Shaw with 2 on and 2 out for the Cubs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cubs need a clutch hit here. They're down by 1. 2-1 Nationals. It's the middle game of a 3-game set. Lord looks at second and deals. Shaw swings and lines one into right center field, racing over and making a backhanded catch short of the track. On the run is Cruz, the right fielder, for out number 3. Cubs leave 2 after 5. 2-1 Nationals on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Start your mornings with Cubs Talk. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on the score.
Over 25 years ago, Invesco QQQ rethought the investing landscape by providing access to NASDAQ's 100 most innovative companies, all in one ETF. What's ahead for the next 25 years? Could it be flying cars, neural implants, electric planes? Nobody knows for sure. But one thing's for certain. You can gain access to that progress with Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco QQQ is the proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
There are risks when investing in ETFs, including possible loss of money. ETFs risks are similar to those of stocks. Investments in the tech sector are subject to greater risk and more volatility than more diversified investments. The NASDAQ 100 index comprises the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. You can't invest directly into an index. Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Visit Invesco.com for a prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully before investing. Invesco is not affiliated with the Chicago Cubs. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
Future You is using their rapid rewards for their next vacation. All thanks to present you signing up with Southwest Airlines, where you earn points every time you fly. Because what's the point of points that future you can't use? And since your rapid rewards points don't expire, you can save up for that big trip. Get ready to reward future you with a future flight. Sign up for rapid rewards today and redeem your points on any seat, any day, anytime. Only at Southwest. All rapid rewards rules and regulations apply and can be found at southwest.com/RR terms.
Hey, Cubs fans, Pat Hughes here. It's shaping up to be an historic season. To start making history with your business in Bedford Park, visit villageofbedfordpark.com.
Top of the sixth inning here at Wrigley Field alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman in for Pat. 2-1 Washington. Matthew Boyd still going for the Cubs. Jorge Alfaro will dig in. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI single. Right-handed batter, open stance, hits out of a little bit of a crouch. The pitch, he swings and fouls it out of play off to the right. 0-1. Alfaro was signed with the Nationals and was brought up earlier in the week. His first big league action since 2023. Here comes the 0-1. He fouls it back, 0-2. That's perseverance. Because Alfaro's not a young guy.
Right.
So to stick with it. Big deal. He's 32 years old. Spent spring training last year with the Cubs. The 0-2. Off the outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But did not play in the major leagues last year. And this week seeing his first action as a big leaguer since July 2023 with Boston.
How about that? That is awesome.
The 1-2 offering. Alfaro swings and misses. Strike 3. Boyd gets him with a slider. 1 away. The first out brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming.
Good breaking ball by Boyd. This ball starts out away, ends up in the middle of the plate, but down. But it's the speed that got Alfaro there. Good pitch by Matthew.
Here comes Josh Bell, who's 0 for 2 today. Switch hitter batting from the right side. Chops one up the middle. Fielded left of second by Swanson. Sidearm throw to first in time. 2 away as Bell is retired.
Matthew Boyd now here with 2 outs here in the 5th. He's at 70 pitches, or 2 outs in the 6th, I should say. He's at 70 pitches. So, you know, the attack that Washington had early in the game of trying to get on the first or second pitch, you know, because of Boyd throwing so many early strikes in the counts, have helped him keep his pitch count down. So 2 outs here. He might be able to come back out for at least 1 more inning, which would be big help for the Cubs.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. Dalen Lyle at the plate, left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul into the glove, 0-1. Lyle's home run in the 4th, a solo shot to right, putting Washington ahead, up 2-1 over the Cubs here with 2 away in the top of the 6th. Boyd rocks back and deals the 0-1. 1 hopper knocked down by Boyd on the mound. Fields and throws to first. That one.
Shot, save, rebound. He smothered the puck. Nice play by Boyd.
Well done. That was an ode to Pat Foley,
yeah,
right?
Where's our boy Pat at? That's right. Yeah.
Middle 6. 2-1 Nationals on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hefty trash bags, the official trash bags of the Chicago Cubs. Hefty, ultra-strong trash bags resist rips, tears, and leaks. Strength that's anything but ordinary.
Hefty.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Wrigley Field. And what's on tap here in the 6th inning? Sponsored by Flight by Yingling, the next generation light beer. Cubs down by a run. Z, we need a few balls in flight, says the manager. That's how they win. Well, here we go, boys. Wind blowing out to right. See if Bushy can do a little damage here in the 6th.
Bush looks at a ball low and inside. 2-0 the count. And Michael Bush is one of the guys capable of doing what you just requested. He's got 26 home runs this year. Wind blowing out to right, as you mentioned. Bush, a left-handed batter. Lord delivers. Bush looks at a strike, a changeup right at the top of the zone along the outside edge. Borderline pitch, 2-1 the count.
Lord has been able, after the first inning or so, able to hit the edges of the zone.
He didn't quite do that there. A changeup.
It's the same pitch he threw earlier in the ball game, the first at bat to Michael, where he had to get his kneecap out of the way.
Yeah, to jump rope out of the way there to avoid getting hit. 3-1 the count.
Bullseye off his knee.
A lot easier to take, I guess, if it's a changeup, right? Well, not a lot easier.
Yeah.
Here comes the 3-1. That's low ball 4. So Bush heads to first after drawing the walk. Second time he's done that today, and Bush represents the tying run for the Cubs.
Yeah, good start here in the 6th for the Cubs, and now probably the hottest hitter on the Cubs right now, Ian Happ, over the last week. See if Ian can do a little damage. Wind blowing out, and blowing out pretty hard, just straight right field.
Happ riding a 9-game hitting streak entering play today. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch by Lord, and Happ fouls it back, 0-1. During that 9-game hitting streak, Happ hitting better than 400. He struck out swinging twice today against right-hander Brad Lord. Bush with good speed at first, being held on by Bell, I should say. And the pitch. A ground ball hit to second, fielded by Nunez. The flick to Abrams, and on to first for a double play. 4-6-3. And just like that, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That's the sinker baller. This pitch is center cut right down the middle. I mean, it is an absolute bullseye. And when you look at the location, you think this ball's got to be crushed. But for sinker ballers, as that ball gets right to the hitting zone, it just dives down enough to where you square it up, but you hit it on the ground. And Ian hit it sharply, but hooked it right at the second baseman for a double play.
Seiya Suzuki looks at a fastball for a strike on the outer edge, 0-1. Suzuki's 0 for 2. He's also grounded into a double play. Righty-righty matchup with Lord facing home plate from the first base side of the rubber. And the pitch way outside, 1-1. This date in baseball history is brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. Now's the time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Here comes the 1-1. Seiya smacks one, a smash into left center field for a base hit. 2-out single for Seiya, and that'll bring up Pete Crow Armstrong.
Now, there's two-seamer starts out away, and this one goes back to the middle of the plate, and Seiya smokes this ball, he said, right back through the middle, and that will bring out Miguel Cairo. This will probably be the end of the day for Lord, but young guy gave him a great start today.
Yep, we're going to have a pitching change here at Wrigley Field, Coombe, with the tying run on first in Suzuki. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitching changes by Cubs opponents are sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit sloan.com. 2-1 Nationals on the score. The Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Start your mornings with Cubs Talk. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on the score.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end September 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Change is always happening, but no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
The new man on the mound for the Nationals is left-hander P.J. Poulin. 17 appearances this season for Poulin. He's got a 1.59 ERA with a 1-1 record. 2-1 Nationals here in the last of the 6th. Pete Crow Armstrong due up. Cubs have the tying run on first base in Seiya Suzuki. Crow Armstrong 1 for 2 today. A double and a run scored in the second. He struck out swinging in the 4th. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast that PCA has 1 home run over his last 37 games. Now would be a good time for number 2, right? Poulin deals, and PCA looks at a breaking ball low and outside.
You know you're probably going to get majority of sliders in this at bat if you're PCA. What you're looking for is one to start out at your front shoulder or front hip. That's the one you're going to be able to hit and do some damage with.
Poulin looks at first. That's where Seiya is. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on PCA. Sinking fastball.
Yeah, that one was right in the middle of the plate. Up in the zone.
Third baseman House playing on the edge of the infield grass. Even with the bag. The pitch. Pounded on the ground, foul off to the right. That one took a bite out of PCA's foot. He's hopping halfway up the third base line, and he appears to be in agony.
Yeah.
Now down on all fours.
He fouled right off his toes, I believe.
Now trainer Neil Ramp is out there taking a look at PCA. Oh, no, Cooney got it off the knee.
Usually when a guy fouls one off his toes, it stays down on the ground and goes down. Well, that one hit him off the front knee, right off the kneecap, and that's not good.
And they're taking a look at the right knee.
Yeah.
Manager Craig Counsell is out there as well. Crow Armstrong trying to walk it off alongside trainer Neil Ramp.
The issue that you run into is you hit that ball and it comes off the bat hot. I mean, you're talking on 100 miles an hour, something close, and it goes directly into your kneecap, and that's the problem. If it hits tissue where it's muscular tissue, it hurts like I'll get up, but things don't break. They just bruise. Your knee, that's a problem when you hit it in the kneecap, and that's what he's pointing at right now as we're looking down on the field as it like hit him right in the kneecap.
He was trying to massage the outside area of that right knee, and now he's trying to walk it off again on the first base line. Trainer Neil Ramp has one hand on his back. Craig Counsell has another hand on his shoulder.
This still isn't good. You know, he's trying to run it off, and he's starting to jog a little bit now, but a guy like him, who speed is such a part of his ball game, and then you get hit right in the knee. It's just right in the kneecap. He's going to stay in the game. He is a tough kid. You know that by the amount of ball games he plays day after day after day, and the fans giving him an ovation for him staying in the ball game.
Trainer Neil Ramp and Craig Counsell heading back to the Cubs dugout along the third base line. Crow Armstrong has the batting helmet back on. He's got the bat in his hands, and he now digs in. 2 away, bottom of the 6th inning. 2-1 Washington, Suzuki at first. 1-2 the count on PCA. PJ Poulin on the mound. The left-hander looks at first and deals. Misses with a breaking ball. Low and outside. Count even at 2-2. PCA waits. Another long set. The 2-2 delivery. That's outside. Crow Armstrong has worked a full count.
Now Suzuki will take off from first. 3-2 count, 2 outs here. A long single could possibly score Suzuki.
Crowd trying to help PCA out. Here comes the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Excellent plate appearance by Crow Armstrong. Cubs now have the tying run at second base in Suzuki, the go-ahead run at first in Pete Crow Armstrong. Nico Horner due up, but I'm not sure PJ Poulin is going to get a chance to face him.
So this is Jim Hickey, the pitching coach, and this is going to be a scouting report on what they want to do to Nico Horner. The lefty on the mound, he's got to stay in for 3 hitters. And Hickey's out there giving him exactly what Nico likes to do as a hitter, and then pitches he thinks get that job done. For Nico, you know you're probably not going to let him try to hit this ball the other way. They're going to probably try to stay in on Nico and make him pull the ball.
Horner's 0 for 1 with a walk today as Hickey heads back to the Nationals dugout along the first base line. Suzuki at second base representing the tying run, the go-ahead run. Pete Crow Armstrong at first. Poulin looks at second. Here's the pitch to Nico. It's in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Alfaro. The runners stay where they are at first and second. Carson Kelly on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Horner on the year hitting at .289. Poulin works his motion. Nico swings and misses. Change up, 1-1.
Good change by Poulin. This is an inside changeup to a righty. Nico with a big swing just well out in front. Big gap in left center field. Center fielder Young playing about 3 steps the other way.
Now the pitch. Nico grounds one to short, fielded by Abrams. His throw across in time to get Horner. And that ends the threat. Cubs leave 2. After 6. Washington 2 and the Cubs 1 on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk, middays 10 to 2 with Bohemian Harris on the score, the official radio home of the Cubs.
When you're injured in a car crash, you need your lawyer to play offense. Insurance companies love to run out the clock while you're stuck with medical bills, lost wages, and severe injury. Don't settle for mediocrity. Don't tempt fates. Pick up the phone and call the 8s. Having fought the battles, we know how to get you across the goal line. We're here to help you overcome insurance companies' tactics and get the compensation you deserve. If you're hurt, hire a champion today.
Don't hesitate. Call the 8s.
312-888-8888.
Hey, it's David Hoffer, Chef IQ. You know the feeling when you're about to cut into a juicy steak and hope it tastes as perfect as it looks? That sounds delicious. Worry no more. The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates undercooking or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat, whether on a stovetop, oven, or grill. The probe is inserted into your food, connected wirelessly to an app. Once you select your desired doneness, the app alerts you when to take the steaks off the grill or the turkey out of the oven. It's that simple. Order one now on chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
In baseball, the numbers are pretty simple. 4 bases, 3 outs, 2 teams, 1 winner. Well, my friends at Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha make the numbers pretty simple, too. With the latest incentives and a great selection of new and pre-owned models, Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha will knock it out of the park. And they'll never inflate their prices based on availability. Take the short drive north and visit your one-stop shop for everything Subaru, Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Shop online 24/7 at ZieglerSubaruKenosha.com.
There's nothing quite like local. That's why AARP is local, offering free events that can help with finances, family, and fun. Find your local event at aarp.org/il.
Cubs down 2-1, top of the 7th inning. Here on a beautiful day here at Wrigley Field. And last inning, Pete Armstrong just fouled one off his kneecap, stayed in the game to run after he got on with a walk, but then ends up coming out of the game. And now Alcantara will be in center field for Pete Crow Armstrong. First pitch to Cruz. That one misses down. A little changeup from Boyd. And another changeup. That's in for a strike. So Pete Crow Armstrong out of the game after fouling a ball off his kneecap last inning. So Cubs making some moves here in this inning. 1-1 pitch. Good high gas. Cruz swung through it. 1-2. Wind still blowing out. Not quite as hard as it was earlier today. It was blowing out hard early in the ball game to right and right center. And now it's kind of eased up a bit. Still blowing out, but I don't think it's going to affect the ball hit all that much right now. Next pitch by Boyd, hit high and deep to left. Happ going back, still back at the ivy, makes the catch. About a step in front of the ivy and then kind of leans back into it. And that was a near miss, but a nice play by Ian. And first out of the inning, Zeke.
Yeah, the first out is brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming. What was that you were saying about the wind again?
Yeah, well, it's kind of slowed down as we look at the center field flags. And that one just stayed in the ballpark.
Now the batter, Nasim Nunez, the second baseman. He looks at a ball up high. 1-0 the count. A 1-0 delivery. Misses low and inside. 2-0 on Nunez. The next pitch by Boyd is a swing and a miss. 2-1. Beautiful changeup. Bottom of the zone along the outside edge. So Alcantara in center, Castro in right. We bring that up because Cubs now minus both Pete Crow Armstrong and Kyle Tucker as Nunez takes a strike on the outside edge. 2-2. Tucker still nursing that calf issue. The 2-2. Inside to Nunez. It's a full count. And as you mentioned, PCA removed from the game after fouling the ball off his right knee in the last frame. Now the payoff pitch. Nunez grounds one up the middle, fielded by Horner on the edge of the outfield grass. His throw the first in time. Nunez retired, 2 away.
Ball hit sharply by Nunez. He's hit the ball on the ground all 3 times today. A couple times to Nico. Boyd continuing stay in. I'm seeing, let's see where he's at pitch-wise. What is he at?
83.
83. Oh, there it goes. Now it's on the board. done another excellent job. He's only given up 2 runs, 7 hits. Comes down by a run, though.
2-1 Nationals. Brady House at the plate. Takes the ball outside. 1-0. A change that missed September 6th, 1995. Cal Ripken Jr. played in consecutive game 2,131. Swing and miss by House. 1-1 the count. That number surpassed Lou Gehrig's 56-year-old record. Ripken received a 22-minute standing ovation. He went 2 for 4 as House fouls that one off the netting to the right. 1-2.
I think he had a home run that day, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he? Yeah.
Junior went 2 for 4, including a homer in Baltimore's 4-2 win over the Angels.
That was some spectacle that day. He went all before the game, all the way around the field, shaking hands of the fans.
Fly ball hit to right, angling toward the line. Castro, he's got it, makes the catch for out number 3. Now it's time to stretch. 2-1 Nationals. The 7th inning stretch is sponsored by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life. Here is actor, comedian, and Chicago native. He's often been a guest in our broadcast booth. The world-famous Jeff Garland conducting the stretch on this Saturday afternoon at the Friendly Confines.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? That's right. That's right. You heard it. Now I've blown out my voice. All right. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 stretch. You're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs.
Hey, Chicago, this is Matthew Boyd. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini for the Gilkey Window Company. I've been talking about these windows for 25 years. The Gilkey family has been making these windows for 45 years. They make, in my opinion, the best windows and doors you could put in your home. I put them in my home. You can do the same now during their summer special. Get $375 off each window, $1,000 off their really nice patio doors with no money down. Call 888-3-GILKEY. That's 888-3-GILKEY or visit Gilkey.com.
Fall is a time for football, falling leaves, cozy fires, and of course, a fresh haircut at Great Clips. Whether you want a whole new look for the season or just a trim on a cut you already love, the skilled stylists at your local Great Clips salon are ready to bring it to life for less. With convenient online check-in, you can stop in whenever it works for you. And with the affordable prices at Great Clips, you'll save money for fall fun too. So what are you waiting for? Download the app today and get a fresh haircut for fall at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Wrigley Field. A middle game of a 3-game set between the Cubs and Nationals. Washington up 2-1. Carson Kelly digs in against the new pitcher for the Nationals, 26-year-old right-hander Clayton Beeter, who starts off Kelly with a fastball off the outside. 1-0 the count. Beeter 0-2, 16 games this season as Kelly swings and misses. 1-1 the count. 5.51 ERA.
And I walked out into the hallway and look what the cat dragged in. And they said you couldn't sing.
Here's the 1-1. Oh, inside. Almost hit Kelly as he has to spin out of the way.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what? I take it very seriously.
I know.
I rehearse every time because a lot of people skip it. And then the other key is that I know, don't rush. Go slow.
Yeah,
and
right.
when you think you're going slow, go slower.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on here?
Well, what's going on is
Who's
Cubs
batting?
need some runs.
Who's
We're
batting right
hoping
now? I can't see.
that you bring us a little, Kelly is at the plate.
Let me tell
We're
you
down
something.
by a run. And
I think I'm not making this up. 13-1 when we lost to the Tigers.
where the heck have you been?
Well, hopefully today. He just walked.
I'll get you playoff tickets if that's the case.
Yes. No, it's all
Great to have you here, Jeff.
No, it's
Always
great to
good,
be
Jeff.
here.
While you guys catch up, here's
Yeah.
what just happened. Carson
Okay.
Kelly drew a
Yeah.
leadoff walk here
Yeah.
in the bottom of the 7th inning. He represents the tying run for the Cubs. It's a 2-1 Washington lead.
I think you've made a mistake. He represents a lot more than that. He represents goodness in the world. He represents the pottery industry. There are so many things he represents.
That's why I brought him in here. It's a shot of adrenaline right in the booth.
Jeff Garland, by the way, is with us in case you don't recognize the voice that just conducted the stretch.
You're not from here if you don't know that.
I know. Have you guys said Nuveen lately, or Pat said it?
Well,
Nuveen. I'm Pat Hughes for Nuveen. Is it a lotion or is it a
He
bag?
is going to be very disappointed that he is not here today. So, Pat Hughes.
Pat Hughes. Chicago Cubs. Nuveen.
Willie Castro at the plate. Here's the pitch by Peter. It's up high. 1-0 the count.
You know, I can be critical right of the Cubs for a second. I know I'm on the air. When he was asleep in the outfield earlier and the guy was way off base, that made me upset. You probably said to him when you were doing the game, you guys saw that.
Here comes the 1-0 to Castro.
I was sleeping.
You were
Called strike, 1-1 the count.
No, I mean, the guy was way off second, and then he threw it in casually, and I was upset.
Did you start yelling down there?
No, I used to date his daughter.
Oh, my.
Actually, that's impossible. He's like 40 years younger than me.
Wow. Doing the math. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. Beater to Castro. It's outside, 2-1 the count.
So why are you in town? You got some gigs going on? Are you working right now, or is this just casual fun?
This
for
is a Chicagoan enjoying Chicago.
Good
I'm going
for
to the
you.
game tomorrow, Monday night. I have Bears season tickets,
Oh, awesome.
and then I fly back to Los Angeles.
Good for you.
Castro pops it up down the left field line, ranging over are 3 Nationals, and the ball bounces on the side track in foul ground and back into the stands.
Do you know what I noticed on that play?
Yeah.
The Nationals stink. Yeah, they do. 3 guys, not one of them. Look at them. Who's got it? I don't have it.
That's kind of no man's land out there, yeah.
But don't give them credit for that. They stink.
So 2-2 the count, Jeff.
Yeah,
that is not the Cubs broadcast team saying that for you National fans out there. That's our friend Jeff Garland.
It's the Jeff Garland broadcasting team.
The pitch to Castro is low. He's
You've
worked
been
the full
seeing my
count.
back. Oh,
You have a very good Chicago weekend then.
yeah, the
Couple
best.
ball games and a
Yeah,
Bears game?
Bears game. If
Oh,
I could go to
God.
the Blackhawks and the Bulls,
Yeah.
it would be complete.
Time called by Castro.
Has Connor Bedard ever sang the stretch?
He is not. I don't believe so.
That's got to happen.
Yeah.
Now we're ready. Here comes the payoff pitch. Castro hits one up the middle, fielded by Abrams. Steps on second. There's one, throw to first in time, double play.
So I shouldn't be critical of Castro? Oh, yes. Not doing it in the field, not doing it at the plate. I've had it. Are you guys allowed to be critical, or I can be?
I am, but that guy on the mound makes a lot of money to get you out, too.
What are you doing? Come on, man. You're paid a lot of money to hit the ball out there, and now a double play. Thanks, Castro.
Yeah.
Fun to have you.
Dansby Swanson at the plate. He's got 3 home runs over his last 7 games. The pitch, a big rip and a miss.
Yeah, but he's a former Twin. How does that help us?
Castro?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is
Twin.
a former Twin.
I'm not saying that they stink like the Nationals, but they're pretty bad.
0-1 the count on Swanson. 2-1 game. Washington on top here with 2 away in the 7th as Swanson swings.
Now, here's a guy where something
fouls
can
one at the
happen.
plate.
Something can happen. He's been
Dansby?
so hot. Yeah,
Yes.
gosh.
He has been swinging much
Yeah.
better lately.
Yeah.
Swanson with 22 home runs on the year, including a 3-run job in yesterday's 11-5 victory over the Nationals. Wind blowing out to right. Here's the pitch by Beater. That's low. 1-2.
Do you ever make faces at them, or the Nationals broadcasters there's a glass window separating us from
absolutely.
them? Do you ever give them the finger or dance?
If I did that, I wouldn't say it, but I things like that have happened before.
Not on the air,
Not on the
obviously.
air.
Pitch up high, 2-2 on Swanson. He's never boring.
No, I told you, it's a straight shot of
yeah.
adrenaline right into the show.
Well, I'm honored to be here with you guys. Truly honored. And
Did he just mute himself?
It's first time for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's refreshing.
No, I can be quiet as can be.
Swanson fouls it back off the screen. Count remains 2-2.
How does that help? I'm on the radio.
It doesn't work on radio.
No, it does not. Yeah.
Well, they saw me on TV. I'm very good looking.
I mean, you are in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
a big Hollywood big shot.
Yeah. Here comes the pitch. Inside, almost hit Swanson as he has to spin out of the way of a slider.
It sounded like you said spit out of the way, because that's how the ball players protect themselves now. If it comes inside, you spit at the ball.
I'm guessing it's not going to protect you. Yeah.
No, it would not. And by the way, that's the least funny thing I've said since I've been up here.
I'm surprised. Yeah, you're right.
By the way, you are paid a lot to make me not funny.
He's not kidding to a certain degree.
Color me Castro.
Swanson waits for the payoff pitch. Peters sets up high. He kicks and fires. And Swanson fouls it back. Good battle going on here.
By the way, you have a great voice. Do you enjoy it? Like when you're at home, do you like the timbre of your voice? Like when you get on the phone with somebody, do you say to yourself, I've got a remarkable voice? Do you do that?
I do not do that, but thank you very much.
Oh, you
It's
should.
very kind of you.
You should. You should do it very much.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. Swanson draws a 2-out walk. He now represents the tying run at first base, and as Jeff would say, oh, so much more.
Oh, so much. Hey, let me tell you something. That Swanson,
Yes.
just won Teenager of the Year. Fantastic. You guys didn't know that? America's top team.
So here's Matt Shaw with Swanson at first, 2 away here in the last of the 7th. 2-1 Washington. Clayton Beater deals, and the pitch is up high.
Do you know how my brain, the third baseman, our guy,
Matt Shaw?
Matt Shaw, my brain went. I'll tell you in a second. There's a little fact about him people don't know. Would have been funnier if I knew his name.
Here comes the 1-0. That's inside. Snap throw to first, not in time as
All right.
Swanson dives back in safely.
Here's a fact. Do you know how he keeps his skin supple? Nuveen. He uses Nuveen. I'm Pat Hughes for Nuveen. Is it a bank or is it a lotion?
Oh, where's my partner when we need him?
The 2-0. This is looped to short, caught by Abrams on the edge of the outfield grass for out number 3.
That means I'm saying goodbye, fellas.
Peace and love, brother.
Hey,
Be
peace
good,
and
my
love.
friend.
Peace and love. I'm Ringo Starr. Peace and love. Peace and love. All right.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
The world famous Jeff Garland after 7, 2-1 Nationals on the
Chicago
score.
famous. Chicago famous.
Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Craig Counsell here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Mind the signs, avoid the fines. Can you respect the zone? Head to itsnotagameillinois.com to test your skills in our retro arcade game.
At Wintrust, our approach lets Cubs fans show their pride anytime, anywhere. With the Cubs debit card from Wintrust Community Banks, you don't just swipe, you make a statement. It's like a megaphone for your wallet, broadcasting Cubs pride with every transaction. Visit wintrust.com/Cubs to choose an eligible account and score your Cubs debit card. That's wintrust.com/Cubs. Wintrust, different approach, better results. Cubs debit card is not available at all Wintrust Community Banks charters. Member FDIC.
Since 1962, Fitzgerald Equipment has kept businesses moving with forklifts, rentals, and expert service featuring heli forklifts built to go the distance. Visit FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Trusted equipment powered by heli. Fitzgerald Equipment, material handling handled. Proud partner of Cubs Radio. Step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be. With high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and no bet fees. Other books may charge you just to get on the field. But with Circa Sports, you can swing away with every bet. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Make smooth cuts with the Bosch miter saw. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Comes out 2-1, top of the 8th inning, and this 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars to the K. To donate your car today, ZM Cubs got a new guy on the bump here in the 8th.
Drew Pomerantz takes over for Matthew Boyd. The veteran left-hander deals and starts off Jacob Young with a ball low and inside, so 1-0 the count. Matthew Boyd with a quality start. He went 7 innings, giving up just 2 runs on 7 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Really settled down after a rough first inning as that pitch is taken for a strike on the outside edge by Young, a fastball from Pomerantz. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Now the 1-1. Fouled off the netting to the right by Young, 1-2. Wind blowing from left to right at the moment here at Wrigley Field. Quality starts by Cubs pitchers are sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Start your next project with quality paints from Benjamin Moore, official paint of the Chicago Cubs. Check swing and a pitch low on appeal. Phil Cuzzy rings up Jacob Young. He offered strike 3, 1 away. The first out brought to you by Xfinity. The Wi-Fi is booming.
Good little slider down and into Young. Great pitch by Pomerantz and got the check swing call from Phil Cuzzy down at first.
C.J. Abrams now at the plate. And he looks at a ball outside. So 1-0 the count. Cubs have just 2 hits on the afternoon. The pitch. Ground ball hit up the middle, fielded by Horner right of second. His throw to first is in time. Abrams retired, 2 away.
Ball hit sharply. Nico's made a couple good plays on balls that, if you're just kind of casually watching, they don't look like much. But he's had a couple balls hit really hard at him and some kind of weird in-between hops. But he's made all the plays today, and he's made them look easy.
James Wood at the plate. Left-handed batter. Pomerantz delivers. Up high, 1-0. A reminder that all reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Wood is 1 for 3 with a single. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. I mentioned earlier in the broadcast that Wood is 6'7". His dad, Kenny, was a college basketball player at Richmond. He's in the school's Hall of Fame. As Wood taps it foul at the plate, 1-2, just getting a piece of a Pomerantz knuckle curve. His sister, Sydney, was a team captain of the Northwestern women's basketball team a few years back. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch by Pomerantz. Up high, 2-2, and we're just getting word from the Cubs that Pete Crow-Armstrong has a right knee contusion, which we kind of figured when he fouled the ball off his right knee in the 6th inning. He was forced to leave the game. Wood swings and misses. Strike 3 as Pomerantz gets him with a fastball. The Nationals go down in order here in the top of the 8th. 2-1 Washington, middle 8 on the score. The Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, Owen Casey. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Sloan has been providing restroom products at Wrigley Field for 111 years, and we are proud to now expand into the concourse with our brand new bottle fillers that provide clean drinking water for Cubs fans all season long. Learn more at Sloan.com.
Hey, baseball fans, now at Verizon, they are knocking it out of the park with low prices. Locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Only on a network you can count on. Slide into your local Chicago Verizon store today.
$20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rates. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Where do the Cubs shop to celebrate a big win? Binny's Beverage Depot. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end September 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
You'll score big with everyday deals at Suits 2020 in Niles. From men's suits and formal wear to sports and casual wear, 2020. We're more than just amazing suits.
The out-of-town scoreboard sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now. Instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your fill-ups. 2-1 here at Wrigley. Nationals on top of the Cubs. Middle of the first. Phillies on top of the Marlins 2-0. Rain delays still in New York in the sixth. Yankees on top of the Jays 2-1. Zach?
Dustin, thank you. Right now it's 2-1 Washington as we get set for the bottom of the eighth inning here at Wrigley Field. There's a new man on the mound for the Nationals. Hard-throwing Jose Ferrer takes over. A left-handed pitcher. So the Cubs will send a pinch hitter to the plate to begin their half of the eighth. Michael Busch was set to hit, but Carlos Santana will pinch hit for Busch. He's a switch hitter batting from the right side against the lefty Ferrer, who deals, and he starts off Santana with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball for a strike on the outer half near the top of the zone. Ferrer works on the extreme first base side of the rubber. He sets at the belt. The kick and pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Santana always had big-time pop in his bat. Always been a home run threat. He's got 11 bombs so far this year. Cubs need a big swing in the bat now.
And the 1-1. Outside. 2 balls and a strike. Time to see how we did with our guesses in the Vinny's Beverage Depot attendance game. The attendance today here at Wrigley Field, good crowd, 38,011, which means Dustin Rhodes is the winner today. Here's the 2-1. Santana swings and fouls it back out of play. 2-2. So congratulations, Dustin. Big win.
Paulie, did you give him his prize already?
Ferrer is ready. Now the 2-2. Up high, Santana has worked a full count.
Ferrer just reared back and threw that 2-seamer about as hard as he could throw it at 98 miles an hour. Santana took it. It was just high.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Santana swings and misses. Strike 3. Took a lot off that one. A changeup. 1 away.
After the high fastball at 98, and then if you can throw that change for a strike or close, it's tough to lay off of for a righty, but that was an excellent 3-2 changeup and pretty good sequence, those last 2 pitches to Santana.
2-1 Nationals, 1 down, bottom of the 8th inning. The batter is Ian Happ, switch hitter hitting from the right side. Ferrer deals, outside ball 1, missed with a change. Happ is 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Trying to extend his hitting streak to 10. And the pitch. Chop left side. And this one is foul. So 1-1 the count. First place Milwaukee is at Pittsburgh tonight. Brewers won yesterday, so the Cubs are 5.5 games behind Milwaukee in the National League Central. The Cubs entering play in control right now, the top wild card spot in the National League.
All night games on our board. The Toronto and New York playing right now, but that's about it.
So Happ digs in with a 1-1 count. Ferrer is ready. And the pitch. Ferrer misses up high, 2-1. That was a borderline pitch. Fastball at 98 miles per hour. Tony Randazzo working home plate today, native of Roselle. The 2-1. A ground ball hit in the hole at short, fielded by Abrams. His throw is in time to get Happ 2 away.
Now back-to-back fastballs, top of the zone. Ian gets on top of this one, but it's a little right hand into it and hooks this ball and hits it sharply, but on 2 hops right at Abrams.
A reminder to stay tuned for the toast of the game presented by Binny's Beverage Depot, coming up with Ron Coomer in the 9th inning. So now Seiya Suzuki at the plate, 1 for 3 today with a single. Time called by the catcher Alfaro. He jogs out to the mound to talk to Ferrer. Suzuki, the designated hitter, and as we know, designated hitters for the Cubs are sponsored by Fireplace and Chimney Authority. Coom, book now, burn later, and skip the rush.
Always big fan on skipping the rush.
I always want to be ahead of the game. So the mound meeting has been broken up by the home plate umpire, Randazzo. Cubs right in the meat of their order. Presented by Chef IQ Sense. Never under or overcook your food again. Purchase now at chefiq.com. Wind blowing out to right. Seiya waits the pitch. On the outside edge for a strike right near the top of the zone at 98 miles per hour. 0-1. Daniel Palencia warming up in the Cubs bullpen. Here's the 0-1. Seiya fouls it back.
Wind has picked up again from strong earlier in the ball game and then kind of died down 6th and 7th, and now it's picked up again, blowing back towards the right field, blowing out to right and towards maybe more towards the right field corner.
The pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
But a ball hit from the 400-foot mark to the foul pole to right will definitely carry.
Kevin Alcantara is on deck. Seiya waits the 1-2. Popped up right side. Foul out of play behind the Nationals dugout. Cubs have just 2 hits this afternoon. Both came against the starter, the rookie right-hander, Brad Lord. He went 5 2/3. Seiya has the last hit for the Cubs, a single in the 6th inning. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Ferrer deals up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A 100-mile-per-hour fastball from the lefty.
Man, that was gas up high, well up out of the zone. But as you said, this guy's got a great arm.
Lefty-righty, the 2-2. Called strike 3. Fastball at 99 miles per hour near the top of the zone on the inside edge. Cubs go down in order in the 8th. We head to the 9th. 2-1 Nationals on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk with Spiegel and Holmes on your ride home. Afternoons 2 to 6 on the score.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99, and we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale, now at AutoZone until September 22nd.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Being pregnant and finding out you had cancer. I'm Robin,
And that was me. But my oncologist, orthopedic surgeon, and high-risk obstetrician at Northwestern Memorial Hospital created the safest chemotherapy plan. So I didn't have to choose between my life and my baby's.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News and World Report, Robin's team collaborated to deliver a healthy baby and mother, performing a C-section, then cancer removal the same day. Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Give your walls a beautiful, smooth finish that stands up to daily use. From August 27th through September 8th, save 20% on Benjamin Moore Regal Select Interior Paint. The paint trusted for generations for its durability and washability. Shop at your locally owned Benjamin Moore store today and discover why Regal Select is the standard for excellence. Terms and conditions apply. Contact us for details.
Dear Autumn, fall into great value in a new Toyota, like the tough-as-nails Tacoma, the sleek all-hybrid Camry, or the versatile RAV4. Find yours today. Toyota, let's go places.
Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand, plus stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Getting set for the top of the ninth here at Wrigley Field. The Nationals with a 2-1 lead over the Cubs. Daniel Palencia will now pitch. It's not a safe situation, but it's a big situation, trying to preserve the game where it is. Keep the Cubs within one and give the Cubs an opportunity to win it in the last of the ninth. So Palencia will face Jorge Alfaro first. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI. Palencia kicks and delivers. Alfaro swings, lines it foul out of play off to the right.
Now Palencia, another guy, just like what Washington had. He's another guy that can throw it up there around 100 miles an hour. That last pitch, 99 miles an hour.
Valencia works on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch, foul back off the screen by Alfaro. 0-2. Another 99-mile-per-hour heater. Pitching changes by the Cubs are sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Valencia rocks back and deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. He gets Alfaro with a slider. 1 away.
Good start to the ninth inning by Palencia. Couple good heaters and then an excellent slider down and away. Perfect location on that slider to get the strikeout.
And CUBS strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Here comes Andres Chaparro. Enter the game as a defensive replacement in the 8th at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Blazing fastball at 101 miles per hour. It was way up high out of the zone. But Chaparro went chasing. The next pitch is in the dirt.
I think that's foul ball. Chaparro took a check swing and hit the bat and then hit into, I think, Kelly or Randazzo behind home plate. So it counts 0-2.
Yeah, you're right. That one did get a piece of Kelly, and it was a foul tip. So 0-2 the count. Palencia deals. Popped up right side foul territory. Santana, the first baseman, giving chase, but this one's in the stands behind the tarp. Along the right side, 0-2. Palencia wearing red high tops on this Saturday afternoon at Wrigley Field. Here's the 0-2. Way outside. Missed with a slider. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The ninth inning is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. A long set. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Palencia gets Chaparro with a slider. 2 away.
If you're throwing high fastballs and you're making good pitches with the heater, and then you can locate this slider like he's done these last 2 hitters with 2 strikes, it is just tough to do anything. And that slider down and away again gets the second punch out of the inning for Palencia.
Here's Dalen Lyle. Left-handed batter. Valencia delivers. And Lyle fouls it back 0-1. It was Lyle's solo shot off of Matthew Boyd in the fourth that put Washington ahead, breaking a 1-1 tie. That's where we stand here in the top of the ninth with 2 away. 2-1 Nationals. Valencia delivers. And apparently missed low. 1-1. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Valencia peers in, gets the sign from Kelly. Straightens up, sets at the belt, works his motion and deals. Tap foul off to the right. 1-2. The hardest working player of the game is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. Who are you thinking?
I always like when he goes with the gas, especially the high fastball.
The 1-2. Off the outside. He missed with a splitter. 2-2 now on Lyle.
Pretty good pitch there. That one just missed the outside corner away.
Wind blowing out to right. Here comes the 2-2. A one-hopper fielded, belt high by Santana behind the bag. Jogs to the cushion, steps on it for out number 3. Do the Cubs have a comeback in them as we head to the bottom of the ninth here at Wrigley Field? It's Washington 2 and the Cubs 1 on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Cubs fans, it's Pete Crow Armstrong. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hey folks, Coom here. Since teaming up with the fine folks at Yuengling Beer, I've heard this question a lot. Ron, how has Yuengling managed to be around for 196 years? Well, it comes down to one thing. They brew great beer. Simple as that. It takes real quality to become the oldest brewery in America, and Yuengling's been doing it right since 1829. Whether it's traditional lager, light lager, Flight by Yuengling, they all have the same commitment to flavor and craftsmanship. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, official beer of the Cubs Radio Network, PG Yuengling & Sons, Pottsville, PA. It's grilling season. Time to fire it up and share a little grilling wisdom. Step up your grilling game with Hatfield marinated pork tenderloin. Packed with flavor, easy to cook, and perfect for any backyard cookout. Honey garlic teriyaki and savory brown sugar. There's a flavor for everyone. So put some pork on your fork. Visit simplyhatfield.com to find a Meijer near you. Hatfield, better care, better pork.
Change is always happening, but no matter what changes in 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same: the price of your internet. With the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Car accident? Call DNW right now. Slip and fall? Call DNW right now. Any accident at all? Call DNW Law right now. Don't hesitate. Call the 8s, 312-888-8888.
Bottom of the ninth, Wrigley Field. Game 2 of a 3-game set between the Cubs and Nationals. Cubs need a comeback. The Nationals with a 2-1 lead. Cole Henry now pitching, trying to close the door for Washington. Right-hander with a 3.81 ERA in 53 games this season. 1 save and 1 save opportunity. Justin Turner will pinch hit for Kevin Alcantara. Righty-righty matchup, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. Robert Hassel III takes over for Dalen Lyle in left field. Now the pitch. Turner looks at ball 2 off the outside, a slow-moving curveball that missed. Cubs with just 2 hits this afternoon. Here's the delivery. Turner pops it up. Right side. Foul territory. Chaparro, the first baseman, makes the catch halfway between first and home for out number 1 as Turner pops out.
Turner on the big swing. That one just got in on him just enough to where he couldn't get the barrel to it. Hit it straight up in the air.
So here comes Nico Horner with one away. Here in the bottom of the ninth inning, the Nationals with a 2-1 lead over the Cubs. Horner's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he looks at a strike from Henry. Curveball at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Horner waits. The 0-1 from Henry is low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. A reminder to stay tuned for the Verizon Cubs radio postgame show featuring Dustin Rhodes on this Saturday afternoon. Cubs hoping to give them some more highlights here. Here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit to left. So the tying run on base with 1 away as Nico singles. And now Carson Kelly will dig in.
Now big swing of the bat for the Cubs. Just slow breaking ball away. And Nico goes out and gets it and hooks this ball in the hole between short and third. Line drive bullet. And now you need the win to come into play and see if Cubs can do a little damage here and a little ninth inning magic here at the friendly confines.
Carson Kelly definitely capable. Here's the pitch. He looks at a strike from Henry. Fastball. 0-1. Crowd making noise here at Wrigley Field. 2-1 Nationals. 1 on, 1 out here in the ninth. The pitch. Strike 2 called. Fastball right at the bottom of the zone along the outside edge. Oh, 2.
Kelly didn't like the call. It's especially after the first pitch is in and then one down and away. Probably looked like it was well off the plate away, but it did hit the strike zone.
Chaparro holding on. Horner at first. Kelly at the plate with an 0-2 count. 1 away. Bottom 9, Cubs down 1. The pitch. Low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Righty-righty matchup as Henry deals. Way outside. Missed with a curve. It's 2-2. Kelly waits for the 2-2 delivery. Nico goes. The pitch swung on and missed. The throw to second is not in time. Stolen base for Nico, but Kelly strikes out. 2 away.
Now Nico gets a good jump at first. Steals the bag. This is one of those plays where you got to make it. If not, the game's over. But Nico with a good jump steals the bag. Now the Cubs with 2 outs there in the bottom of the ninth, down by a run, have a man in scoring position. They need a big hit.
Willie Castro at the plate. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the right-hander Cole Henry. 2-1 Nationals. Here's the pitch. A big rip and a miss by Castro. Fastball 95 miles per hour from Henry. 0-1 to count. Nico with another Cubs steal. Steals powered by a Turo tire. Now the 0-1. Castro looks at a ball up high and outside. 1-1. Cubs down to their last out, but they've got the tying run. Horner at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike. Castro waits. Henry deals. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Pretty good breaking ball there, down and in by Henry. Took a lot off that hook. Castro well out in front. Any base hit to the outfield will tie the ball game. Nico with great speed at second. 2 outs, he'll be off with the swing.
Cubs down to their last strike. Do they have some drama in them here in the ninth? The pitch. Low and inside. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Alfaro. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't know how that ball missed Castro. That ball bounced, the breaking ball, between his feet in the batter's box.
The 2-2. Foul back by Castro. Everyone on their feet here at Wrigley Field.